You know who else's birthday it is today? David Gates.
Brad.
Nope. That was
I
never.
found your diary
That was never gonna happen.
beneath the tree. It's Jermaine Jackson's birthday today.
I nearly did a Jackson 5 for you. Nearly did.
Yeah, but he's not my favorite Jackson.
No, he's not. Tito is your
Tito is my favorite. It's Justin Curry's birthday today.
Oh.
From Delamitri. Couldn't we have...
That made a list somewhere?
No, yeah, it did.
Oh, okay.
Well, and you know who else made the list? It's Miss Brenda Lee's birthday
Well,
today.
yeah.
I'm sorry. One of the most pathetic songs ever written. I'm sorry.
Didn't she have a hit with Save All Your Kisses for Me?
I believe so.
And I have a memory of that song. 'Cause I remember deer hunting down in Wayne County.
Oh, God.
And the radio station that came in was from Richfield or someplace like that. I can't remember.
Probably.
And my Uncle Bruce had the radio on, and it was playing that song
Yeah.
as we're going down the hill.
Yeah.
And I noticed this song is really long.
Yeah.
And then I noticed that the record was scratching. Just perfectly, just enough
Just
so that
skipping enough
it was like an extended mix.
And the jock didn't
And
notice.
the jock was in the bathroom or didn't notice.
Yeah. And it's also, it is the birthday of the long dear departed Big Mama Thornton.
Oh, yeah.
Who was a wonderful singer who had her songs appropriated by white people.
Right. Yeah, I remember.
You Ain't Nothing But a Hound Dog.
Yeah,
that's Big Mama Thornton.
That was her.
Elvis had the big hit. And also Ball and Chain. I think that was, what's her name? Itty bitty singer,
I have no idea what he's doing.
and the holding company, Big Brother and the holding company,
Janis Joplin.
Sometimes
That was Janis Joplin.
it's 6 o'clock in the morning. He got it. It's 6 o'clock in the morning. You know, it's the brain is not working yet. And died on this day in history. Ravi Shankar.
Oh, yeah.
That would have taken all morning.
That would have, yeah.
And you know who died on this day in history? Shot to death in his underwear by the manager of the Hacienda Motel. The man who invented soul music, Sam Cooke.
Yeah.
He was having a tryst with a young with an underage girl at the Hacienda Hotel. Shot to death, justifiable homicide. They ruled it by the manager of the Hacienda Motel. He was running away from the motel so as not to be caught, but the manager shot him to death. Sam Cooke.
But no, none of that.
None of that.
None of those.
No, because
on this day.
Yes.
Nikki Sixx.
Nikki Sixx, whom that song is written about him dying.
Yeah, he OD'd and they kick-started his heart and brought him back. He's sober now.
I thought it was a love song.
No.
Oh.
It was heroin.
But
so it is a love song.
He is 60?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, you know who else's birthday it is today? It's Haley Steinfeld's birthday. Actress.
Oh, yes.
Pop star.
True Grit, a singer, and also a pickle maker.
She's a pickle maker.
Steinfeld's pickles.
No, that's not her.
She makes every jar of those pickles.
I thought it was Jerry Steinfeld, the guy that had the TV
That's her dad.
show.
That's her dad.
Her dad's Jerry Steinfeld?
Yeah. Oh, bread. Oh, God. This was a hit song.
These guys were huge for like 2 years.
Yeah.
You know.
Who liked them? Baby, I'ma want you.
Yeah. I'ma need you.
Women liked this, didn't they?
Yeah.
Men
Yeah.
didn't like
No.
these songs.
Men did not like
these were
Brad.
women's
Did not.
songs. Oh God.
No, but if you wanted to make out,
This is make out me.
you'd
Yeah.
put on the
Yeah.
Bread 8-track
Yeah.
and make out.
Oh, man. Awful.
Why were they called bread?
I don't know.
I mean, I like bread.
I mean, there's I'm
These
sure
days,
there's a
that's a bad
story.
name. Yeah.
It's like
sure
it would be a metal band today. You know, we're bread. They sound like a parody of.
Yeah.
Of a band that would sound like this.
And it's all the same.
And it's all this.
Yeah.
It's all like this. It's terrible. They didn't have one catchy tune.
No.
Actually, this is kind of this is not bad.
No, it is bad. It's all bad.
Need to put one of these in a Deadpool movie.
Oh, I can see that.
Yeah.
With a lot of killing going on.
Yep.
I want to make it with you.
You ruined that perfectly good Motley Crue song now with bread.
Oh, let's get this over with.
Everything. Bread is for suckers. That's my rule.
They did do a diary underneath a tree,
Yeah,
right?
We
Wasn't that bread as well?
Yeah, that was them.
All right, let's get this over with. We'll start the show officially in a couple of minutes, and we'll do your check-ins, 877-602-9696. Let's see if we can get the taste of bread out of our mouths with check-ins.
You could win Redux Nutcracker tickets.
What? You could win what?
Redux Nutcracker.
No, Gina. Daryl Yeager was in here yesterday.
I'm sorry. It's the Redux Nutcracker
tickets. There we go. Yeah. You can win those checking into the Radio from Hell show at 877-602-9696. And in 3 words or less, tell us, if you would please, what's your latest obsession? What is your latest obsession? What are you obsessed with at the moment? 877-602-9696. Check in with the Radio from Hell show. We'll officially begin the program in just a couple of moments.
All right. Thank you very much. We'll begin in a moment. Brooklinen.com. You want to make out. Buttery smooth Brooklinen sheets.
Are you making out with your sheets, Carrie?
Making out with these sheets. I love them. They're great. And like I said, the person in the house that loves them the most is my little dog Ripley, who is sleeping significantly more now that we have the Brooklinen sheets. Brooklinen works directly with the manufacturers, directly with the customers. There's no middlemen. 5-star hotel quality sheets that are affordable, easy to order. And it is that time of year, gift giving abounds. They also have towels, robes, candles, sleep masks, and more. Great gifts for the season, and they're super fast shipping. Make sure that you can get your holiday gifts right on time. So go on and order some sheets for you and then some other stuff for people in your life. My Brooklinen sheets are the best, most comfortable sheets I've ever slept on, and now it's time for you to give them a try. An exclusive offer just for our listeners. Get $20 off and free shipping when you use the promo code Jackson, my last name, Jackson, at brooklinen.com. They are so confident in their product. All of their sheets, comforters, and towels come with a lifetime warranty. The only way to get $20 off and free shipping is to use the promo code Jackson at brooklinen.com. That's BROOKLINEN.com. Promo code Jackson. These really are the best sheets ever.
Radio from Hale wants to keep you warm.
There are many.
Be a part of the Radio from Hell show on X96. Call 877-602-9696 or text us at 33986. Message and data rates apply.
All right, 621.
All right, no one has called those numbers, or that number, 877-602-9696, to check in with the Radio from Hell show. So maybe we won't have check-ins today. That'd be fine with me.
Well, we have these Redux Nut
Cracker.
Oh, that was too long.
That's too long. No, see, here, let me do a Jaeger for you here.
All right.
We have tickets to the Redux Nut Cracker to give away to a random checker-inner at 877-602-9696 who calls and tells us in 3 words or less, what's your latest obsession? But right now we're going to officially begin the Radio from Hell show.
2018 is almost over, but there's still time to make it the best year ever with clear vision by Christmas from Hoops Vision. Call 877-30-LASIK or go to hoopsvision.com.
It's a waxing crescent moon we're dealing with right now. 16.2% of full. That means 16.2% of silvery goodness showing on the moon today when you see it. It'll rise at 11:02 a.m. today being Tuesday. It's the 11th day of December in the year of our Lord 2018. North America's most gigantic radio broadcast.
Wow.
Right here. The Radio from Hell show, featuring the gigantic Kerry Jackson, the gigantic Bill Allred, gigantor Gina Barberi right over there, a gigantic producer of the Radio from Hell show, Richard Stedman, gigantic Dylan Allred, no relation to me.
Dylan's smaller these
Well, he's
days.
smaller than he used to be, but he's still a gigantic presence in the video production and podcast world. He's producing video for the show that you can see right now at x96.com/live if you've a mind to go there. And I believe I heard Cynthia's trilling and lovely voice there helping out with the show today as well. All right, now
check-ins.
We turn to check-ins if there are some.
Check-ins are brought to you by the Redux Nut Cracker.
All right, see, that was perfect. Yeah.
Kingsbury Hall, December 12th through the 22nd. Purchase your tickets at odysseydance.com or the Kingsbury Hall box office, or you can win them from us. Daddy Tom checking in with 2 things. He says, I hate bread. He capitalized it, so it's the band.
Okay, because bread is the staff of life.
And then he said, tell Carrie I ordered Brooklyn in sheets.
Oh,
so
thank you, Tom.
He's taking care of all those.
You'll love it. Thank you, Tom. All right, let's get some calls. Let's go to Georgia.
Good morning, Georgia.
I think it's Georgia.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Georgia, 3 words. Thanks for checking in with us, by the way.
No problem.
No problem at all.
How old are you, Georgia?
I'm 12.
12. You've checked in with us before.
Yes, I have.
Georgia, what is your latest obsession?
Chocolate.
1 word.
Just chocolate.
That's all
Chocolate.
you need.
Nicely done.
Well, that says it all.
Any particular kind of chocolate?
I really like milk chocolate.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm a milk chocolate person myself.
Alrighty.
Georgia, have you ever seen the Redux Nut Cracker?
No.
Would you like to see it?
Sure.
Is there someone that can come down here and get the tickets for you since you're 12 and can't come down here?
She can take public transportation.
She's 12.
What do you think? She's an invalid?
Georgia, if we have tickets for you here at the station.
Can you obtain them?
I'll have to ask Tim the tree guy.
Tim the tree guy.
He'll make it happen.
He's not very reputable, is he?
That's her dad.
Oh, wait. Oh.
He's my dad.
Oh, okay. Well, hang on the line, Georgia. We'll get you some tickets.
Hang on.
He's my dad.
Let's go to Carson, your neighborhood polygamist.
Good morning, Carson.
Good morning.
Carson, I don't think we have to ask if you're a polygamist. Why? Yeah.
You're not really a polygamist, are you, Carson?
I really am.
Yeah? What neighborhood does polygamy flourish in?
Well, I'm an atheist polygamist, and I live in Orem.
An atheist now seriously, you're
Atheist polygamist from Utah County.
I like
so
that.
how many adults are in your home?
I have a husband and 2 sister wives.
Really? That's interesting. And does that work out well for you?
Yes, very, very well. Many hands make light work.
All right.
All right. So do you have 3 words or less? What's your latest obsession?
Yes, it is subversive cross-stitch.
Subversive.
Oh, I love
I need pictures.
This is your.
need pictures.
I just love this call so far.
Can you send us? Can you send us an example?
I will absolutely email pictures.
Okay.
Yes.
Please do.
Okay, just radiofromhell@x96.com.
Can't wait.
Yes.
All right.
Subversive.
Nice to hear from you, Carson.
Thank you, Carson. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Everything about that call was amazing.
Even her laugh was terrific.
Sally.
Hi, Sally.
Hi, how are you?
How you? We
We're
fine.
great.
Sally, where are you calling us
Yes.
from? Where are you calling from?
Sandy.
Sandy, okay. What's your latest obsession?
Well, being not from round here, I've just discovered, thank you, Gina, Jason Momoa. Oh, nice.
Then
Very nice.
We share that obsession then.
Yes. Thank you for the tip-off there. That was fabulous.
Aquaman comes out next week, right, Carrie?
Yes, I believe it does next week. Jason Momoa comes highly recommended by Gina Barberi.
If you have Netflix, Sally, there's a show.
Yes.
Oh, I can't.
Oh,
think
she
of,
knows.
He's done a show that he filmed in Canada. I
It's
think
like called Renegade
or
or something.
Rendezvous or something like that. There are 2 seasons of it. He plays a fur trapper in Canada.
Oh, excellent. Let's hope he knows his lines better than he did on Saturday Night
Amen.
Live.
Only slightly better.
Amen.
Thanks, Sally.
All right, thanks, Sally.
That's not why we love him.
Thank you, guys.
Bye-bye.
Frontier is
Frontier.
the name.
Frontier. Ryan, our last check-in today.
Hello.
Hi, Ryan. 3 words or less. What's your latest obsession?
Work before vacation.
Yep. I mean, yeah, you kind of have to be. If you're going to go out of town, you got to obsess about work for a little bit to get everything done, right?
I don't like that.
Exactly. Yeah, have to prepare for vacation.
Where are you going on vacation?
Oh, the happiest place in the world, Disneyland.
Oh, I thought you were going to Las Vegas. All right, Ryan. Thanks for checking in.
All right, we'll see you.
Yeah. Goodbye.
Let's see. We got a lot of nice text and chat room check-ins, but we are out of time.
All right.
So let's get going. Now we got big boy news coming up. Stand by for all of that. And the X poll, we'll begin that as well. We're going to talk about your company work parties.
Stories from company work parties. Good, bad.
Because we have ours today. All right, let's take a break. We'll be back. Hoops Vision Correction, HOOPES Vision.com.
If you're dealing with poor vision, you want to get it corrected. We've done that at Hoops Vision. A lot of people in our families have also done it. Dr. Hoops Sr., Philip Sr. and Jr. Both work out there, and it's a great place to go. Everybody on the staff at Hoops Vision is terrific. Now call them for a free, no-obligation appointment, and if you've talked to them before and you haven't been a good candidate for laser vision correction, LASIK, maybe you are now. Things have changed. They have a procedure called SMILE procedure. They were the first in Utah to perform this FDA-approved alternative to LASIK called SMILE. You check it out. Now, remember, it's the end of the year, and there are the FSA and HSA health savings accounts. And
You got to use that money before it goes away.
Exactly. So you can use those dollars to help pay for your procedure. So call 877-30-LASIK. That's 877-305-2745, or go to their website, hoopsvision.com.
Let's see, just a minor crash northbound Washington Boulevard, just after 30th Street in Ogden, partially blocking the right lane. Crash Highway 40. This is about a mile south of the Kearns Boulevard exit into Park City near Jordanelle, but not a lot of traffic this time of day, so not causing many issues. If you see something and want to text it to us, please do so at 33986. IFA Country Store's last-minute sale. Huge savings on great gifts all over the store. IFA Country Store is helping to grow the things you love.
When Carrie, Bill, and Gina run out of things to bitch about.
It's not a big deal, but I guarantee you, Gina, if today were the day you were going to court at 8:15, you would not have come to work.
It's true.
You wouldn't have come to work.
That's true.
What too?
I don't think you would have.
You would have said, I got court. And we'd say, when? And you'd go, I don't know. And that'd be it, I'm
not sure.
You wouldn't come in.
Court sometime.
I got court sometime. I don't know.
On another topic, a totally different topic. Yesterday, we went to lunch at the Lone Star Steakhouse in Sugar House with the staff, and Gina was there with her baby, and I was the little Jonesy, who's almost a year old and just as cute as anything, and I was the only person at the table who made the baby cry.
Well, she's my daughter. She knows you make me cry
Everybody
day.
else is going doobie playing with the baby and being cute
Gina,
with the baby.
That doesn't work because I didn't make her cry.
That's true.
And I've made you cry.
That's true.
On the radio.
I went and sat down by the baby to just kind of bonding. Hi, it's your Uncle Billy. Cried.
Even Artie Fufkin didn't make her cry.
No, I thought for sure Artie was going to make her cry.
Hello, baby. Hello, baby. Hello, baby. Hello, baby.
He did that for like 10 minutes.
And kept waving his hand.
He said, "Don't eat trans fats or you'll end up looking like me."
Even Artie didn't make the baby cry.
Artie could have picked the baby up and placed the baby in his mouth, and the baby wouldn't have cried. The whole head, and the baby wouldn't have cried.
I think it's your facial hair. Might make you look scary. I'm just guessing.
Was I the only one there with facial hair?
Mm-hmm.
Well, Heather. Just kidding, Heather.
She hasn't experienced a lot of facial hair. Maybe.
I don't know.
And then I brought her over to you later. Like, it's safe with mommy holding you kind of thing. I gave Bill a hug. See, he's nice.
She didn't cry then, but she was barely holding it.
She had the face.
Barely holding it together.
She had the
you could see
face.
She was just like any second she was just going to.
It was the face.
We were there for 2 hours, and she was good the whole time we were there. I didn't have to get up and walk around with her once.
Are you surprised?
No, but...
Are you bragging?
Yes.
Okay. So she's like that all the time. You're just bragging.
Yes.
Yeah. And she didn't do that once, does she usually? Well, no. Well, wow.
She ate all kinds of things for lunch I didn't eat. She had tomatoes. She ate the tomatoes off my salad and my onions.
Did not.
And then, she ate all my onions, and then I picked onions.
She really ate onions?
Oh, yeah. Loves onions. And I said, Carrie, you can eat that onion?
Here.
But she doesn't have teeth.
She has 4.
That onion even had blue cheese dressing on it,
Yeah.
Gina, which is something else that you wouldn't eat.
Well, now that says a lot to me, and because when I sat down by the baby, and maybe this is why she cried, I went, "Hi, honey, God, your breath stinks." That's why she cried. That's why she cried.
from hell on X96.
All right, 6:37 right now. Time for big boy news. Oh, don't forget the X poll coming up. We want to talk about your holiday Christmas parties if you have any stories. Or even if you don't like them or don't go or whatever. You decide. But right now, big boy news and opinioendo brought to you by
the Stretch the Truth Trump doll. Everyone needs this Trump version of Stretch Armstrong in their holiday stocking. Portion of the proceeds go to benefit the Homeless Veterans Fellowship. StretchTheTruth.com/X96.
Oh, boy, I don't know where to begin.
There's a lot.
I guess I could begin with... something fun.
Yes, please.
How about I begin with? I'll begin with Tan France. How about that? Queer Eye star Tan France says, no matter what anybody says, bootcut jeans are not back.
They're not?
No.
Thank God he's cleared this up.
I mean, they're just not back.
Don't do it.
He sounds off on skincare and sneakers and all kinds of things, but and especially bootcut jeans. He says that don't you think that they're back? They aren't. Okay.
I was going to run out and get some.
There was an article, I think it was in GQ or something, that declared that they were back.
Yeah, he says no.
And the internet reacted very strongly.
He is
I'll
not
listen
on
to
board.
Tan France.
He is not on board with them.
Please, Salt Lake City's own.
That's true.
Tan France.
Exactly. Boot-cut denim rose to fame and stayed there during an era when the coolest stuff, like Ed Hardy T-shirts and Von Dutch trucker hats.
No.
Burn them with fire.
Yes.
The silhouette mostly faded from the fashion spotlight and replaced by skinny jeans and weird baggy pants of all shapes and sizes, but nostalgia does work in cycles, so it was only a matter of time until the bootcut tried to make a comeback.
No.
And it recently did.
Not today, Satan.
But no. Don't do it. Well, Time Magazine has named Person of the Year, and does anybody care? Why is this still a thing? Why is it still a thing? Because nobody buys Time Magazine, so why is Time Magazine's Person of the Year? People were talking about it.
They've been talking about it all week.
I know. Yeah. Time Magazine, they're going to name Person of the Year. And who did they name Person of the Year? Well, they've chosen, quote, The Guardians, a group of journalists who have been targeted for their work as Person of the Year. A series of 4 black and white covers highlights what the magazine calls the war on truth. Their group includes Jamal Khashoggi, the Washington Post contributor who was killed at the Saudi Arabian consulate in Istanbul. This is the first time that a Person of the Year is a deceased person. Another cover features Wa Lone and Kwai So U, 2 Reuters journalists who were arrested last year in Myanmar while they were working on stories about the killings of Rohingya Muslims, a minority population in Myanmar's Rakhine state. The 2 men remain behind bars. Their wives were photographed for the cover. The Guardians also includes the journalists of the Capital Gazette, the Annapolis, Maryland newspaper, where 5 employees were murdered by a gunman last June. And the 4th cover shows Maria Ressa, chief executive of the Philippines news website Rappler. She was indicted last month on tax evasion charges, a case that free speech and civil liberties advocates have warned is part of a wider crackdown on dissent by Philippine President Rodrigo Duterte's administration. You know, Duterte, a guy that Donald Trump quite admires.
Mm-hmm. So it's important in that it keeps people talking about these important things. That's why it matters.
I would guess that if you go to workplaces around the city today, not many people are talking about it. People in the news are talking about it. We're talking about it. Maybe a few people. I don't know. I wish it were more relevant, but
then it's important for us to talk about it in hopes that at least some people are paying attention to it.
More than 29,000 pounds of Jimmy Dean's sausage is being recalled. That should be on the cover of Time magazine because it may contain pieces of metal.
Well, that's no good.
Yeah. Jimmy Dean's pure pork sausage isn't so pure. The U.S. Department of Agriculture's Food Safety and Inspection Service made the announcement on Tuesday. The frozen, ready-to-eat sausage link items were produced and packaged in August, on August 4th, 2018. Go to your freezers. The problem was discovered when 5 people said they found metal in the sausage links. The recalled products are 23.4-ounce pouches. I don't want to eat my sausage from a pouch. I just don't.
Well, you take it out of the pouch.
Well, I mean, I don't want to eat sausage from a pouch.
You don't want to eat pouched sausage.
I don't want to eat. I don't like bald meat, and I don't like pouched sausage of any kind.
But you'll eat a link.
I will eat a link. Jimmy Dean's heat and serve original sausage links made with pork and turkey, with a used by date of January 31st, 2019. So if you've got Jimmy Dean pure pork sausage, it ain't so pure.
They on their marketing campaign recently, they brought Jimmy Dean back.
Oh, did they?
You know, they
the
got
actual Jimmy
zombie Jimmy
zombie
Dean.
Jimmy Dean. It's just apparently they just had a whole bunch of recordings of him saying stuff, and so they've been
just
playing
his
it back.
voice?
Well, he's folksy.
Yeah, he's folksy.
Yeah, I remember Jimmy. He had a couple of hit songs.
He had some
too.
songs, yeah.
Melvin Dumar, raise your hand if you remember that name.
I mean, I do because I'm a Utah.
I remember Melvin. I met Melvin on several
You did?
occasions. Oh, sure. You see, I used to work in bars in Ogden, and Melvin was a beer delivery guy he delivered Coors beer to the bars I worked in.
But he wasn't an imbiber. He was
No, he was a Mormon.
Yeah.
A good Mormon guy. He didn't drink the beer. He just delivered it to the bar. And Melvin, I talked to Melvin on many occasions, and he remained convinced that the guy he picked up in the desert, a hitchhiker he picked up in the desert, was in fact Howard Hughes, and he was not lying. Melvin Dumar
tell
was
people
not
the
lying.
story. They don't know what
he
you're talking about.
He was a Utah gas station owner who became the stuff of legend and punchlines, and also a Hollywood Oscar winner and years of litigation over a chunk of Howard Hughes' estate that was supposedly left to Mr. Dumar and to the Mormon Church. He died Saturday. He was 74. The Las Vegas Review-Journal, which reported on Dumar's death, quoted Ray Dumar, Mr. Dumar's brother, said he'd been battling cancer for a while. Melvin insisted that he gave Howard Hughes, one of the richest men in the world, a ride. He was out in the middle of the desert, and he gave him a ride in his pickup truck. And then he dropped him off in Las Vegas, and then later Mr. Dumar said he got an envelope at his gas station up in Willard, Utah, up between Ogden and Brigham City. And it was Howard Hughes' will, he said. It was a handwritten document, and it left assets to medical institutes, charities, the Boy Scouts of America, relatives and executives at Howard Hughes companies, and it left 1/16 of his estate to Melvin Dumar and to the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. It became known as the Mormon Will. Dumar estimated that his share of the will was $156 million. He never got a cent. A Las Vegas jury in 1978 found the will was to be a forgery. There were court cases in California and Texas and Utah, and Dumar lost every single case.
So both things could be true. He could have picked up Howard Hughes as a hitchhiker and then taken that story and used it to forge a document.
Well, I don't know. He said he didn't forge anything.
And Howard Hughes was crazy, so there could be an argument made that maybe he would do that.
Could rest on Christmas Day.
This is Melvin.
He's got 1,000,000 miles to travel and to do it in one day. And that's why Santa Claus has a souped-up Santa sleigh. Enough, sir.
That was for Melvin and Howard.
That's actually, what was the actor's
Paul
name?
Lamatte
Paul
and
Lamatte.
Jason Robards.
There's a movie. So Melvin Dumar sold the rights to his story.
And got money for that.
And he made some money from that. And it's a really good movie. Melvin and Howard. You should check it out sometime. It's a really good movie. Let's see what else we got going on. Are we done here? Because we got a lot of stuff here.
Yeah, one more story.
Let's see. Let's do this. Republicans are starting to worry about Trump's reelection, and except for Orrin Hatch, he's not worried at all. And we'll talk about Orrin coming up in the boner candidates.
Oh, good.
President Trump's intensifying legal troubles are unnerving some of his fellow Republicans. Not Orrin Hatch, but some. Orrin doesn't have to worry because Orrin is retiring and peering into the grave. Despite his brash stance, they believe the turmoil has left Donald Trump increasingly vulnerable as he gears up for what is sure to be a nasty fight for re-election. Trump, ever confident of his ability to bend storylines to his will, that means lie his way out of anything, mocks the investigation into his conduct as candidate and president as a witch hunt and insists he will survive the threats. But Republicans behind the scenes are saying, we don't think he can be reelected. And there is a move in the Republican Party, according to many sources, to find someone else to run if, in fact, he survives his term in office. All right. That's
well, you know what? I'm not going to get into it because we won. It doesn't matter. Well, we won.
Oh, and John Voight says he's ready to serve as chief of staff.
Jesus.
Actor John Voight. He says, I'm ready. I'll do it.
I love Ray Donovan, but I hate John Voight so much, but he's so good in it.
Yeah,
but I hate John Voight.
Yeah.
But you're supposed to hate that character, so
and
it works.
Do. Oh,
so it works.
Ray should have killed him 3 seasons ago. Anyway, sorry.
Sports, weather, traffic?
The Downtown Farmers Market presents the Winter Market Saturdays from 10 to 2 at the Rio Grande Depot. Shop fresh local goods from local purveyors. Details at slcfarmersmarket.org. Well, Steph Curry.
Basketball.
Golden State Warriors. He was on a podcast recently, and he believes that the first moon landing was a fake. We've never walked on the moon. And he was getting trolled yesterday by astronauts, like Scott Kelly said, Steph, I have so much respect for you, but the moon landing, let's talk. DM me. Does not believe that it happened.
Stanley Kubrick did some really amazing stuff. And,
The Jazz lost last night to Oklahoma, 122-113. They play the Heat tomorrow. And coming up later this morning, Utah has a professional football team, the Stallions.
Yes.
We're going to learn more about that in the 9 o'clock hour, I think. Weather, so there was supposed to be a little bit of a storm today, and that kind of petered out and is not happening. Tomorrow, just in time for our drive down to...
Well, I was going to ask, when is it anticipated?
8 o'clock, so we'll be fine going down to American Fork for Road to the Road home tomorrow. Maybe a little snow on our commute back.
All right.
32 for a high. Traffic, there's no snow in the commute so far this morning, and no real accidents to tell you about. I'm on the UDOT website, and it looks like we've got green cameras all along the Wasatch Front. Unless you see something you'd like to share with other friends of the program, you can text it to us, 33986. Lucky's Auto Credit, where 77 cents on a job gets you a car. 2 locations, Salt Lake City and Ogden. For program details or to apply online, visit luckysautocredit.com.
Oh, I know what that music is. That means we're going to do an X poll.
Yes.
877-602-9696. We're having a little holiday get-together for our company, Broadway Media, today. And it's not a full-blown office party. We're not doing one this year, but we're doing kind of a luncheon.
Which I'm glad. I prefer
I do too,
the luncheon.
But I used to look forward to holiday parties, office parties.
You did?
Yeah, years ago, we used to have some epic holiday parties.
Well, that was because the people who put on the parties knew how to do it and were fun.
We used to do this thing where we would do white elephant gifts, and we would do these big trading sessions, and they would go on and on and on, and they were kind of fun. And people would get all kinds of bizarre gifts, and it would get very spirited. The trading with the gifts would get very spirited, and people would get pretty. They would drink a lot, and there was a lot of good food at a restaurant, but things have been scaled way back. So.
Which I'm fine with, because I think the company Christmas party that's in the evening is like another work commitment during a time of year when you already have a lot of other commitments. So I love the luncheon during the day.
But I miss I've seen people lose their jobs at holiday.
No,
parties.
really?
Yes. And I know of an instance, and Dylan will back me up on this, where I know a woman who lost her job because she slammed a piece of cake into her boss's face, thinking that would be funny, and it wasn't.
And she got fired for it.
On the spot.
On the spot?
On the spot.
Like cake dripping off the face, you're fired?
Yep.
No, you dreamed that.
Nope. It happened.
Dylan is a witness.
He's nodding. Yeah.
That's awesome.
877-602-9696. What have you seen? What have you done? What kind of holiday parties? Do you like them? You know, what are you doing for your holiday party at work this year? Office parties. That's what we want to talk about.
The one that made us all mad was, I don't know, 6 years ago, 7 years ago?
Yeah.
A while, yeah.
There was a holiday Christmas party, and it was during the week. It was an evening thing during the week.
That's hard for us to do.
And that's hard for us to do. So none of us went. And come to find out, there were holiday bonuses given out.
Mm-hmm.
Like cash cards, I think.
Yeah, there were checks
like
or something.
$50 or
50 or 100.
$100 or something.
And you only got it. They didn't tell you this before.
No.
But if you were at the party, you got one. So we were like, well, what about it? Well, you guys didn't go to the party.
If you didn't go to the party, you didn't get a bonus. Yeah.
That sucked.
Yeah. I talked with our attorney about suing on the basis of religious discrimination.
Oh.
Because, you know.
Yeah.
So anyway, 877-602-9696. Do you have a company party? Do you like a company party?
Have you DJ'd many holiday parties this year?
I have, but I was going to tell you about what will forever live in infamy as the worst company party.
Yeah.
When this company...
Well,
it wasn't this one.
It wasn't this company. It was our
the ones who owned us
company.
before, yeah.
Went to the Desert Star Theater where I was in a show. And it will forever be. It really was the worst show that we have ever done.
I had a good time at that party.
A 200-seat theater already wasn't sold out because the company only had like 80 people when the show started.
Yeah.
By intermission, there was like 30 people. By the Oleo, there was like 7. And it wasn't 7 really raucous, oh my gosh, we're having such a great time.
No.
Thank you so much. It was, entertain me, entertainers.
Yeah.
Kind of attitude.
It was 7 of us going, this sucks!
Yeah.
I never wanted to come here in the first place.
You blow!
We're only still here because our kids want to be here, and they don't like it either. It is, in all the more than 1,500 performances that I've done at Desert Star, the worst performance I've ever done. Company parties here, they're not great.
Yeah.
The year we got a gift card and said no company party.
Yeah,
there's a gift card, buy a turkey.
Yeah,
more of that.
I love that.
Don't
whatever
spend...
Monday you're spending on.
Yeah,
unless it's a DJ from Best DJ.
Are you doing any this year?
I did a ton. I did 3 last
You've
week,
already
and then
done some?
I'm doing a police officer one tomorrow night.
Okay, we got some texts coming in. Used to work at a doctor's office. One of the docs was throwing the office party at her house. I walked in, grabbed a beer, and opened it, and it exploded and shot up like a geyser in the middle of her nice dining room. While I stood there in horror, she said, "Oh, that's the one my daughter got a hold of and shook. Way to make an entrance."
Yeah, 877-602-9696. Any holiday office party stories you want to tell?
Somebody says, my husband's company party's lame, but they have an open bar, so we go every year.
I'd go. Yeah.
Traffic, friend of the program says northbound I-15 left lanes all stopped at the lane split in Lehigh at 21st South. Thank you for that. They sent that in via text at 33986. Get unlimited 1.5% cash back plus a $100 bonus with Power Cashback credit card from Security Service Federal Credit Union. Restrictions apply. Get details at ssfcu.org.
You know this music.
Yeah.
Steve from Excel Automotive Repair gave it to me for the X-Pole.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Excel Automotive Repair, of course, where we get our cars repaired with excellent help.
They do, and they do just regular maintenance too. Your oil changes and your get your timing belt changed and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, you can get your timing belt changed.
I mean, that's a big maintenance that you want to make sure is done right, and Excel Automotive will do it for you.
If you need a good auto mechanic, these are the guys to talk to. They are thorough. they're conscientious, and they're really nice, too. Just nice fellas at XL Automotive Repair. Also, if you're used car shopping, take it by XL Automotive Repair while you're test driving it. And they'll tell you, for $50, they'll tell you whether it's a good buy or a lemon. And they'll do that. If they say, no, don't buy this car, take it back, and you can take another one in for $50.
How about this one? Is this one better?
They'll check two of them
Yeah.
for $50. So XL Automotive Repair, they're on the corner of 33rd South and 3rd East, right in that little corner there. Check them out on their website, xlautomotiverepair.com. Have you ever wanted to ski down a mountain with...
Do we still have popcorn in the building?
Yeah, why?
Because we should get rid of it all.
This might be the evidence that we have some. I'm eating it. God, you're a genius. You should be a detective.
Everybody knows you're eating it. Can we get rid of all the popcorn in the building so Bill doesn't eat it on the air anymore?
I'm attempting to get rid of it right now. I'm eating it.
But the fact that you have a small bowl of it tells me there's a bigger bag of it on your desk, and we'll be enjoying this
There
for
are
weeks to
3
come.
big bags of it on my desk.
Mm-hmm. You know,
and don't worry yourself about it. It's fine.
If you would hurry and eat it, then he wouldn't be able to.
I need to take care of it.
You need to take some initiative.
She won't touch any of it.
I will.
No, this is Thai curry coconut. She
Yeah,
won't
no,
touch
I
it.
won't eat that one.
And then there's white cheddar pepper.
No, I
she
won't.
won't touch that.
Nope.
And then there's seaweed.
No,
she won't touch that either.
I like the rosemary truffle one.
It's gone.
Yeah, it was the first to go.
Because it's the best.
Because it's the best.
No, it's the only one you'll eat. Does not mean it's the best.
If it's gone, it's the best.
The Thai curry coconut is the best.
Is that what you have
It's good
there?
too.
Yeah.
So weeks and weeks we'll be enjoying.
No, I'm taking it home today.
Okay, good.
Don't worry about it. I'll take it home.
Okay, good.
And,
yeah.
you don't have to call attention to it.
No, I don't, because everybody can tell.
No,
And that's really why he wanted to get off the phone. He has a phobia about hearing people eating.
Oh, they couldn't tell.
They could.
No,
Yes,
they can't
yes, they
tell.
can.
You cannot tell. But I'm eating popcorn on the air right now.
No.
There is no way you can tell. I'm a professional and I know how to do it. I am a professional radio personality who knows.
I was going to say,
Now, if it was TV.
Half of that sentence is true.
If it was TV. You could tell because you'd see me doing
I
it.
think Dan Rascone has stories of news anchors eating.
I bet he doesn't.
Listen, I've seen Dan Rascone pick his teeth while doing a news story.
On a live shot?
Yeah. Standing there with a toothpick going, well, tonight's news.
A Tropos tweets, I hope that someday I can win a prize and have Bill ask me questions with a mouthful of popcorn.
Listen, these are our friends. You know, you eat popcorn with friends. These are all our friends.
It just is going to make people hungry. That's what it does.
I am hungry now, actually. Talking about all
well,
this.
the popcorn, there's
Thai curry.
on his desk.
Thai curry coconut.
From Hell with Gary, Bill, and Gina on X96.
Sponsor, Gina?
No.
All right.
Well, that's why nobody's calling. Nobody's had any help.
I think nobody's calling because they
You don't want their voice out there.
Yeah, they don't want to get caught.
We got a lot of texts, so let's read some of those.
877-602-9696 if you want to call and tell us about your...
Use a fake name.
Yeah, holiday party, your office party. Yeah, it's the Expo.
About 10 years ago, we had a little office party at a local Italian restaurant. There were only about 10 of us on swing shift. It was just an informal get-together. No plus ones, but the new girl invited her new husband, and he spent the whole night explaining to everyone how he just learned from the internet that he was allergic to gluten and couldn't eat anything at the party.
Wow, that's fun. I wish I'd been there.
Let's see. There's just a bunch of them. Let's see. I have a Christmas party tomorrow, and I have work during it, doing maintenance and this talk to text thing. You got to stop that, okay?
Yeah, my work has awesome holiday parties. Last year they spent over $1 million on the party. I love BioFire. I think that's obscene.
Wow.
Why?
Take that $1 million and have a small party and give them bonuses.
Well, maybe they give them huge bonuses too. You don't know.
$1 million on a party is obscene.
Okay.
I don't get it.
At the holiday party one year, the 40-something HR manager got sloppy drunk and started groping and grinding on all of the 18 to 22-year-olds.
Yeah.
He did not get fired.
Well, no.
Christmas party 20 years ago, Park City Hotel. Our room didn't have heat. Woke up in the middle of the night with a high fever, and we had the flu. Come to find out, several people at our party had broken a bed. Don't want to know how that a television and a hot tub. Oh, there we go.
All right. Let's go to David. Hi, David.
Hello, David.
Hey, how's it going?
Good. What have you got for us in terms of office party stories?
So we had a very Mormon boss, a very Mormon wife, and they took us to a nice steakhouse for Christmas, which was very nice. Well, our table decided to order some beers. We had about 2 apiece, and my boss's wife thought we were all extremely drunk after having 1 or 2 beers.
Yeah, well.
And from then on, we just did a lunch on company time at work. So we never went out again after that.
No, because you had a beer. Well, you should have known not to do that. You ruined
No,
it.
our boss said we could have beer.
Well, there
but we
you
just had
go.
to pay for it. But it was his wife that was really freaked out. She doesn't even like looking at beer.
I don't want to smell it. I don't want to see it.
How did she manifest her her freak outness at you having beer?
Oh, she didn't even look at us.
She wouldn't even look at you during the holiday party. Yeah.
No.
Yeah. All right. Thanks for calling, David.
Thanks.
Let's go to Allison. Hello, Allison.
Hey, it's good friend of the program, Allison Sabo. How are you guys?
Good morning, Ms.
Good to hear
Sabo.
from you.
Well, good morning. So I have been with the company that I work for just a little over a year. And last year, I'd only been working for them for about a week when I was told that the company was paying for everybody to go see Star Wars Episode 8.
Really?
Oh, that's
and
nice.
so I was like, oh my gosh, you're kidding me, right? Like, I get to go watch it for free with my new company. That's awesome.
That is awesome.
Nice.
We don't really have like the whole open bar thing because we work with a pretty significant amount of recovering addicts, like people who have been in like residential treatment.
Mm-hmm.
So they spring for a lot of like G-rated, PG-rated fun for us.
Well, that's probably a good idea.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks, Allison.
Thanks, Allison.
See you.
See you guys.
Bye-bye. Let's go to Sarah.
Hi, Sarah.
Hello.
Hello.
So it wasn't my company party. It was the guy I was dating at the time.
Mm-hmm.
But they had like this cool stuff where you could gamble and win tickets. And with the tickets you won, you could put them in like the prizes and stuff. And I ended up winning like this huge like TV. But my boyfriend threw such a huge bitch fit and decided that it was going to be his TV. And so we got into a huge fight. And I made him give me his old TV since he wouldn't stop whining about the fact that it was his party, so he deserved the TV.
I hope you broke up with him and never saw him again.
Unfortunately, I had a kid with him, so I did break up with him.
Oh
my goodness! What a
he thought that he should get the TV
because it was his
Because it was his work party, even though I was the one that won way more tickets than he did. He put all his tickets in like an iPad and a PS4, and I put all like my tickets in the TV, and they called my name, and he goes up and like claims it and everything, and I was like, wait, like my name's on the tickets, not yours. Like I'm the one who gambled for that like TV, not you.
What a dick!
Oh man, what a turd!
He threw such a fit about it. So I was like, fine, give me your old TV then, because like, that's only fair.
I'm sorry.
And he already had 4 TVs too.
I'm sorry he has to be in your life occasionally.
Yeah. All right. Thanks.
It is what it is.
Yeah.
Thank you for
See you,
letting me
Sarah.
listen.
Bye-bye.
It's our pleasure.
Let's go to Not Prison Micah.
Hi, Not Prison Micah.
Good morning. I've been calling in a lot. Thank you, guys.
Yeah, that's okay. That's all right.
Go ahead.
Last year, I'd been working for my new company just a short time, and we went to a destination kind of retreat. Everybody got hotel rooms. I blew my mind that the company would do this, but the open bar lent itself to some amazing dancing. And the HR manager actually got all the dancing on film, and he was like, "This is what not to do." So everybody was just getting down. It was great.
Yeah, isn't it interesting that sometimes the HR person in a company ends up being the person that you know
that needs the HR.
That goes. This one time, I'm going to tell you this is what I'm going to show you what you shouldn't be doing. Yeah.
Right. Good, bad examples.
Yeah. Yeah. Thanks, Micah.
Thank you.
See ya.
See ya. Found out that the mere presence of mistletoe does not imply consent.
Well, you were standing right there. Shouldn't be standing under the mistletoe.
Yeah, and then there's the guy at the office party who has the mistletoe belt buckle.
Yeah.
We've
been downgraded from a really nice holiday luncheon to cocoa and cookies. That's fine.
Yeah,
that's
or,
just fine.
And I just have a nice little maybe a potluck lunch at work. That's fine too.
No potluck.
Well, that's you, Gina. That's you. Potluck is fine.
Cater it from a place.
I've been at my company for 5 years, and I got my Christmas bonus, a hat.
Ooh,
a hat.
I bet it was a nice hat.
No, I bet it was like a company logo.
Company logo hat. I'll bet. Yep. Wouldn't be a damn bit surprised.
We used to get bonuses.
Yeah,
sure.
We used to get like a turkey or a ham. We used to get that. We You don't get anything anymore.
All right.
Well, are you going to whine about it?
I just hadn't thought about it, but...
So, it doesn't... Who cares? That's fine.
It's not fine.
It is too. It's fine.
It's not fine.
It is fine.
I'd rather have cash.
That's what I'm saying. A bonus.
Yeah.
Crash southbound I-15 at milepost 326 in Kaysville. Crash northbound I-15 Bangor Highway on-ramp in Draper. Crash northbound I-15. This is near 2100 North in Lehigh. The left split, right and left shoulders affected there. And let me check our message stream, see if anybody's sent in anything there. 3 car accidents, 2 cars each, right-hand shoulder, 2 left lane. Shoulder has 1. Yeah, this is that earlier Lehigh crash that a friend of the program sent in at 33986.
All right.
Boners round 1 coming up. So here are your candidates. Boner candidate number 1 is, maybe you didn't believe me the first time I threw the baby. Boner candidate number 2, is that a sandwich in your pants, or are you just glad to see me? And boner candidate number 3, way to go, Warren. End your career by standing up for what's right.
All right. We got round 1 of your boners coming up, along with Big Boy News and Opinioendo right after these. Diamonds Direct.
Exciting news from Diamonds Direct, my friends. Exciting news. Listen up. Diamonds Direct is having a huge, what they're calling a flash sale on all earrings this weekend.
Now, this is a good thing, because if you're stuck and you don't know what to get your wife and or girlfriend for Christmas, diamond stud earrings are a great go-to.
Yeah.
Because that's something, they could just wear them every day and leave them in. And
all earrings are 25% off. 25% off all Diamond Direct's already unbeatable prices on earrings. This is crazy. Fantastic opportunity to get your Christmas shopping done early, save a ton of money. Every pair of earrings is on sale, 25% off. First time ever, diamond stud earrings, hoop earrings, designer earrings, gold earrings, silver earrings, earrings with diamonds and sapphires. Thousands of pairs of earrings, 25% off this Friday, Saturday, and Sunday only at Diamonds Direct. You never go wrong with a nice pair of diamond stud earrings. This is great. Go to Diamonds Direct this weekend. They'll help you make the right choice. This is a flash earring sale, 25% off Friday, Saturday, and Sunday only at Diamonds Direct, 6400 South, right across the street from the Fashion Place Mall.
The holidays are a time of family, a time... Be a part of the Radio from Hell show on X96. Call 877-602-9696 or text us at 33986. Message and data rates apply.
All right, there's that information you're going to need to vote for round one of your boners. Presenting to you now 3 news stories. They are examples of bad, stupid, or funny human behavior. You'll decide with your votes of these 3 candidates which one is the worst, which one deserves to go forward to boner fight and possibly become boner of the day. If it wins here, it'll go to boner fight, but it'll have to defeat the winner of round 2's voting. That happens at 8:20. Yes, 3 more candidates, another winner. We'll take them both and pit them against each other at 9:20. That's when boner fight happens, and you decide boner of the day at that time. So pick your champion for round 1 now. 2 candidates now, a third after the news. Once you've heard all 3, you'll vote, and one of you lucky random boner voters will receive
a gift certificate to go see our good friends at Gracie's.
Boner candidate number 1. Maybe you didn't believe me the first time I threw the baby. A woman in Youngstown, Ohio is facing charges after throwing an infant twice during fighting with her sister over purchases made on Amazon. Youngstown Police Department told WKBN that they were called to a home on the 900 block of Dryden Avenue Saturday morning for reports of a fight. When officers reportedly arrived on the scene, they found a woman holding a baby who was identified as the woman's grandchild. An argument had reportedly occurred between the woman's 2 daughters. Police said that Erin Johnson was holding the infant during the argument, and while she was frustrated, she threw the child onto the couch. She then reportedly picked up the baby and threw it onto the couch again.
Jeez.
Police told. Now, the baby was not hurt. Could have been, but was not hurt. Police told the news outlet that Johnson had rambled on about how she is blamed for everything and that she's suffering from postpartum. Johnson reportedly was too emotional to carry on a conversation. She's been charged with child endangerment, and the infant was transported to a local hospital, but apparently not injured or anything seriously wrong. Listen, maybe you didn't believe me the first time I threw the baby. Boner candidate number 1. There's boner candidate number 2. Hey, is that a sandwich in your pants, or are you just glad to see me? The Polk County Sheriff's Office around Lakeland, Florida, searching for a sandwich thief who they say shoved a foot-long sub down his pants. I think there's a picture.
Deep pocket.
X96.com/live. The crime happened at the Marathon gas station on Pipkin Road in Lakeland. Deputies are searching for the man who was seen in surveillance footage. According to a post on the sheriff's Facebook page, the man went into the gas station and concealed a foot-long sandwich in the front of his pants. Now, stop right there. We know what you're thinking. Please resist. This is a respectable Facebook page the sheriff's posted. We're just reporting the facts. Too bad it wasn't a hot sandwich. That would have provided instant karma to the pilferer.
Pilferer!
Deputies say that the man then bought a Polar Pop and left without paying for the sandwich. He rode away on a bike with a sandwich in his pants.
That would be hard.
We hope to identify this suspect so he can be caught and pay for his crime. This should also serve as notice to all of us as to why you do not take food from a stranger. We don't know where it's been. Boner candidate number 2. Is that a sandwich in your pants, or are you just glad to see me? Coming up in a moment, boner candidate number 3. Way to go, Orrin. End your career by standing up for what's right.
All right. Boner candidate number 3 for round 1. Coming up after this, Big Boy News and Opinioendo, brought to you by...
If you're in an accident, the first thing you should do is contact the advocates. Remember, they don't get paid until you do. Go to UtahAdvocates.com for more information. You deserve an advocate.
Julia Roberts was freezing on the set of Ben is Bad.
Somebody get her a sweater.
It was freezing. She was playing the mother of a druggie, and she liked the script. She liked Lucas Hedges, but she was freezing.
Poor Julia. She's America's sweetheart. Get her a sweater.
I mean, it was really cold, she said. I thought, I was used to the cold, but boy, I was freezing during that movie. Okay.
Where did they film? Did they say? Was it
someplace where it was freezing?
Okay.
It was freezing. Oh, well, the first job related to medical marijuana in Utah has been posted online. The state of Utah's Department of Agriculture and Food is searching for a cannabis program manager who would be the state's expert on medical cannabis and industrial hemp production and processing and distribution. The full-time gig pays $25.92, between $25.92 and $42.24 an hour, according to the job posting. The candidate must pass a criminal background check. The job listing is asking for numerous requirements, including being the state expert on medical cannabis and industrial hemp production, processing, and distribution, laying the foundation of and developing the state industrial hemp and medical cannabis program, providing leadership, serving as the subject matter expert on cannabis issues, presenting to the state legislature and other organization cannabis programs, managing statewide industrial hemp and medical cannabis programs, having the ability to understand, interpret, and implement current Utah industrial hemp and medical cannabis laws, rules, and policies. Well, there's a lot to do here.
It sounded like a fun job until you started reading all the stuff that you got to do.
Having the ability to stay current on medical findings regarding cannabis usage.
This is a job for one person?
Yeah. Understanding and applying principles, theories, practices of business administration, including accounting, human and material resource management, and organization, sales, marketing, economics, and office information and organizing systems. On and on and on. And
it already doesn't pay enough.
No, that as little as $25.92 an hour. No, and you have to pass a criminal background check. No,
they're never going to find anybody.
For way too
no,
much.
Thank you. And you have to be able to pee in a cup from 25 feet away. 2 students at Brigham Young University, Idaho, face felony drug charges, accused of selling marijuana and other drugs out of their apartment in Rexburg.
Lots of drugs.
Rexburg police responded to a call from, but I maintain that one of these 2 guys would be perfect for the job I was just describing. Rexburg police responded to a call from an apartment building manager complaining of marijuana odor from a tenant's vehicle and apartment. Shortly after, police found marijuana, THC cartridges, dab, mushrooms, and pot paraphernalia in an apartment in Rexburg. Then they charged 2 individuals and with several counts of misdemeanor and felony drug charges. Trey Alexander Hill and Dallin Bray Elliott, both in their 20s.
They sound like they go to BYU, Idaho.
They were arrested for selling marijuana and marijuana derivatives out of the apartment. 2 other individuals, Braden Taylor Funnel and Kevin Antonio Coulter, were arrested on misdemeanor charges of frequenting a place where drugs were present. There was a lot of stuff there. Mia Love, by the way, was on TV and national TV Friday. I think it was was it The View?
It was one of those shows.
The Talk.
Yeah, The Talk. And she said that she was the reason she was defeated by racist Democrats.
By racist Democrats?
Oh,
Democrats targeted me because I'm a black female Republican.
No.
And they replaced me with a white.
Really?
With a middle-aged white male, she said
what
on The View. She lost by 694 votes to Ben McAdams. There was a whole lot of money in an R13 district that wanted to take me out, she said. They tried to get rid of every single diversity they possibly could.
No.
And to me, diversity on the left is good only if you think the same way they do. She said Democratic policies are designed to keep poor people poor and dependent on the Democratic Party.
Jesus.
But Republican policies aim to lift up toward self-sustaining independence. And she was targeted for having those views.
Is that what tax cuts for the rich do?
Anna Navarro, one of the show's several hosts, pushed back. She said Democrats went after her because they wanted the majority. Mm-hmm. So if it means taking out the only black Republican, they did it.
Exactly.
I don't think
had nothing
to them,
to do with your race.
I don't think to them it was targeting black women.
No.
Democrats won backed the House majority in the election. Meanwhile, Love, the only black female Republican House member in history, refused to go along with suggestion from hosts that Trump may be racist and danced on the grave of her campaign,
Really?
in part because of race. While votes were still being counted, Trump famously criticized Republicans who did not sufficiently embrace his views nor use him more in their campaigns. Mia Love gave me no love and she lost. Too bad. Sorry about that, Mia. Hosts asked Love why she felt he said that and noted that her concession speech seemed to suggest that race may have played a part, including saying that Trump and Republicans don't have deep relationship with minorities, only transactions. Well, I don't think it's about race, Love said Friday. I think it was about him getting credit for the release of Joshua Holt. That guy was held in Venezuela. Yeah, she said she thinks her defeat was because of racist Democrats. Okay. This is pretty interesting thing. BYU, there's a new app on Instagram, and it's called BYU PDA, and it's an Instagram account that catches BYU couples making out.
Not just making out, though. There's also
and heavy petting.
Well, this could get people in trouble with the whole honor code.
What's it called? What's it called again?
It's a popular Instagram account catching Brigham Young University students getting close on campus. It's BYU PDA.
Go follow that.
It's devoted to showcasing BYU students caught in the act, not the act of sex, which is prohibited by the honor code, but students getting close and comfortable with each other. The account posts user-submitted videos and photos of students showing public displays of affection in and around the BYU campus. Many videos show students making out. Others videos show couples getting very close, which many say is taboo for BYU students. BYU's PDA Instagram account has more than 38,000 followers. No word if any of the students featured in the videos were punished by BYU's Honor Code office.
It's pretty great.
It's it is.
Looking at the sexual frustration on some of these folks.
Yeah,
it's real great.
Well, I don't know.
There's one where the girl is all about this guy, and you can tell that he's super uncomfortable with it.
Yeah, he's trying to push her off.
And he's trying to push her off, and
she's just climbing on him. No, don't. Please
don't.
Please
don't.
Don't.
At BYU PDA is where it is.
Okay, I'm going to spend some time there.
Yes, you will.
Mm-hmm. At BYU?
I'm not sure how I feel about this. This feels like a snitch site, you know?
Yeah.
Kind
of.
of.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
You know, I get the feeling that it's
making fun of them, kind of.
It's not, to be funny. I think it's to be malicious, to get these guys in
You're
trouble.
Gonna get them in trouble?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not sure I like it.
Which
either.
I'm not for.
No, let them have their privacy.
Yes.
They should be able to.
I don't know. They're. It's not private. They're out on the quad. They're at the library. These aren't like in people's bedrooms.
Yeah, but I kind of feel like it's shaming. You know.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't care. Not my party. You guys do what you want. You got your own.
Get a
rules.
room. They should get a room. And a former mortuary worker convicted of embalming bodies without a license, and in some cases stealing gold crowns from their teeth, has reported to the Salt Lake County Jail to begin serving his sentence. Michael Deacon Jones of Salt Lake reported to jail on Thursday to begin serving a 5-day sentence. He was convicted in August of removing items from a dead body, as well as 2 counts of unlawful preparing of a dead body without a license. It's just it was a hobby. That's all. It was just a hobby, but he got caught.
All right,
that's it.
Weather, traffic.
So we aren't going to get any storm today to clear out the air. We were hopeful, and it's not. But tomorrow we should get it. High today of 36. Will be cloudy, and yes, the air is still really bad. So try to limit your driving today, if at all possible. Traffic, let's see, we've got a lot of out-of-the-ordinary delays eastbound on the 21st South Freeway between Magna and West Valley. Backups end just before 5600 West, but plan on some extra time through that area. New crash with vehicles off to the left and right sides, northbound I-15 just after 106 South and Sandy. Delays are backing into Draper. Crash on the right shoulder, southbound I-15 in Kaysville, just past the ponds. There are delays already in that area, so that will make it a little worse. Crash blocking 2 left lanes, northbound I-15 just before 2100 north in Lehigh on the left half of the traffic split, so stay to the right half if you can. Lots of slowage through that area. And if you see something, you can text it to us, 33986.
All right, here's boner candidate number 3. Way to go, Orrin. End your career on a high note. To Orrin Hatch, it's okay to commit felonies if you're a Republican.
Yep.
Senator Orrin Hatch, the retiring Republican from Utah, who will be replaced by Mitt Romney, really doesn't have a problem with fellow Republicans who commit crimes. Asked to respond to recent court filings that directly implicate President Trump in a felony, Hatch first tried to deflect by suggesting Democrats had somehow made the whole thing up. Well, the Democrats will do anything to hurt this president, Hatch said. But this very serious and very credible allegation against Donald Trump comes from federal prosecutors, not Democrats. Prosecutors in the Southern District of New York laid out the case in a sentencing memo for Michael Cohen, Trump's former lawyer. After this was pointed out to Senator Hatch, however, he kept shrugging it off. Yeah. Okay, but I don't care, was Hatch's answer. All I can say is he's doing a good job as president. This is not the first time Hatch has made clear he doesn't care about the law so long as it's a Republican who's breaking it.
Yep.
During the disgraceful confirmation hearing for Brett Kavanaugh, for instance, to the Supreme Court, Hatch said he didn't care if Kavanaugh had in fact attempted to rape a girl as long as he was credibly accused, of doing. If that was true, Hatch said in September, that being the allegation of Dr. Ford, that Kavanaugh pinned her down and covered her mouth and tried to rape her when they were in high school, I think it would be hard for senators not to consider who the judge is today. That's the issue. Is this judge a really good man? And he is. And by any measure, he is. Hatch, like the rest of his fellow Republicans in the Senate, went on to vote for Kavanaugh. The Republicans voting for Kavanaugh claimed on the one hand that they did not believe the serious charges against him, but on the other hand, they didn't care if the charges were true anyway.
Yeah.
But
that's the icky part.
Yeah, but an attempted rapist was not disqualifying, according to Hatch and other Republicans, because they wanted Kavanaugh on the court. And nothing, not even attempted rape, would stop them from voting for him. So now Hatch is making the same case for Trump. The felony in which he is implicated. It's probably not true, Hatch argues. But even if it is, so what? Why should we care whether the President of the United States directed criminal acts for the explicit purpose of trying to win an election?
Is that a real question?
That's what he's saying.
Because that's a felony.
I don't think he was involved in crimes, Hatch. This is a quote. I don't think he was involved in crimes, Hatch added, without giving evidence of Trump's supposed innocence. But even then, you can make anything a crime under the current laws. If you want to win, if you want to blow it way out of proportion, you can do a lot of things, Hatch said.
Now go back and read all of the things that he said about Bill Clinton.
Yep. You have to read. There's video of him.
Yeah, there's video of him.
I would like someone to have that handy, and when you're talking to him, say, okay, but here's you saying this. Mm-hmm. What do you have to say to that?
He'll say, it doesn't matter because he's doing a great job.
The economy is charging ahead. Way to go, Orrin. End your career by standing up for what's right. Boner candidate number 3.
All right, let's review the first 2 and vote.
Boner candidate number 1. Maybe you didn't believe me the first time I threw the baby. A woman charged after throwing a baby onto the sofa twice in an argument over Amazon purchases. Now, the baby wasn't hurt, but nonetheless, throwing a baby onto the sofa. Boner candidate number 2. Hey, is that a sandwich in your pants, or are you just glad to see me? Deputies looking for a man who shoved a foot-long sandwich down his pants and then stole it, left the store. And boner candidate number 3, way to go, Orrin. End your career by standing up for what is right.
All right, this is round 1. You've got to decide of these 3 candidates which one is the worst, which one deserves to go forward to boner fight and possibly become boner of the day. 1, 2, or 3. Remember the candidate number of this round that you think should win? Put that number in the message of a text and text that to 33986. We only need that single digit in the message. That's how the computer counts it. All right? 877-602-9696. Cynthia is taking votes in the producer's booth using your voice. Or go to x96.com. Look for the box that says Boner Voting December 11 and vote there. You got 300 seconds to do it. This is round one. Let's go.
Start your workday at 10 a.m. with a 1-hour nonstop music wingding on X96.
The lightning round of Ask a Bullfighter.
You could still get in a phone question if you want, 801-359-9696 or 877-602-9696. But we have a lot of text questions. How about your health insurance, Ammon? They must be some. There must be some restrictions, or you have to have.
You must be risky.
You have to have special health insurance, or what?
I don't. It probably would be a good idea if you were going to do it.
You've had injuries.
That's a good idea.
Just thinking about this, are you? All right.
Hey,
wait a minute.
Why didn't I think of that? So what do you? I mean, has your health insurance covered you so far?
Yeah, on the cases where I've needed to go, a lot of the injuries are. You're just going to be sore. You can't really do much for it.
Cinch you up. We just cinch you up on the kitchen table.
Yeah.
Until that big brain injury comes around, then you're going to wish you had it. Let's see. Text question. Not me, of course. I want to ride a bull once before I die. How would I go about doing this?
Good. Well, that's
his bucket list, I guess.
Yeah, it's probably easier than a lot of people think.
Make it the last item on your bucket list.
And finally.
Actually, the Broken Heart Rodeo Company has practice where they buck out some of their younger animals just to see how well they'll perform. And I'm not sure if he's still doing it, but usually it's every Wednesday night in Ogden at the Golden Spike Arena.
Really? Just show up and.
Yeah, like there's kids from high school that come and get on, or guys from college that just haven't been riding for a while that want to get back in.
You have to pay a little fee to do it.
Yeah, I think it's like $20, and usually there's enough guys there that have the equipment that if somebody, I've been there before when people have shown up that have never been on an animal before.
I don't have my own rigging.
Yeah, they help them do it. So
listen to you.
That would be a good. And I know on the website, on the Golden Spike Arena website, there's a calendar, and it'll list on the days that they have practice.
All right. Let's see. How many bones have you broken?
Pretty
standard question.
Probably 5.
5. What was the most painful one? No pelvis, I hope.
No, my pelvis is functioning great.
That's good to hear.
It's good news for your fiance there too.
My worst injury is probably my ankle when I broke it and dislocated it.
Have you ever seen a rider or bullfighter lose their life?
I have not.
That has not happened. Okay.
Not where I've been. Thank goodness.
Let's see.
Do you have to be a big guy to be a bullfighter?
Yeah, I would think because you're over 6 feet. I would think you'd want to be a little guy, like a smaller target.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I don't know if I'm big or not, but this is my size, and the guy I work with is the guy that I fight bulls with. He's about my same size, and I kind of think of it as there's more cushion for the pushing, or I can take more of a hit. And so maybe if I was a little smaller, maybe if I was smaller, I'd break more bones because I got some padding. I don't know, but
let's see. Growing up in Franklin, Idaho, where there was nothing to do, have you ever gone cow tipping?
No, I actually we tried one time to see how close we could get, but they weren't really sleeping. So.
Well, you got to make sure.
Isn't that just a myth?
I kind of think it is.
You can't push a cow over when they're asleep.
Gina?
I'm going to look it up.
That's bull.
Look it up.
That's bull is what that is.
Original alternative X96.
All right. That was exhausting.
I'm exhausted.
Yeah.
7:48's time to award round one of your boners.
And round one of the boner voting is brought to you in part by a loaf of bread.
You had the whole loaf?
Well, most of it.
And Tuesday, time for Tuesday Night Bluegrass Jam with Pixie and the Party Grass Boys from 7 to 10 at Gracie's, adults only.
Yes, so we had boner candidate number one, which was, maybe you didn't believe me the first time I threw the baby. So for emphasis, I threw the baby again onto the sofa. It was an argument over Amazon purchases, and the grandma was holding the baby and threw the baby down onto the sofa and then picked it up and threw the baby on the sofa again. Fortunately, the baby not injured. Boner candidate number two, is that a sandwich in your pants, or are you just glad to see me? A man stealing a foot-long sandwich from the, what do they call it, the Marathon gas station in Florida, stealing that sandwich right out from under the sandwich man's nose, stuffing it down his pants and riding away on a bicycle. And boner candidate number three, way to go, Orrin, way to end your career for standing up for what's right, dismissing allegations against Donald Trump, saying, well, you can just make anything a crime under the current laws.
And even if it is true.
Yeah, even if it is a crime, it just doesn't matter. The economy's doing well. Debbie won a Gracie's gift card from us, and with 300 votes.
Wow.
I have the feeling somebody voted more than once.
I'm sure of it.
Yeah. Boner candidate number three, way to go, Orrin, ending your career by standing up for what's right.
All right, that's your winner of round one's boner voting. That candidate now goes forward to Boner Fight. It has a 50-50 chance at this time of being boner of the day. It'll have to defeat the winner of round two's voting. Round two at 8:20 with 3 more candidates. Then we'll get the winner of that round, throw them both into Boner Fight at 9:20, and that's when you'll decide boner of the day.
I was just trying to see what kind of a chance it had. Well,
yeah.
So there's some pretty good ones in round two.
Okay, chance.
Yeah,
all right.
Sister Dottie Dixon, she's the one the people recommend. Mormon mother with a cool gay son, dicey opinions and sagely advice. When Mormon leaders are sneaking around, Dottie is watching, so they better think twice. Sister Dottie Dixon,
wearing a holiday outfit?
I dressed up today.
You look just wonderful.
Well, thank you.
You just look delightful.
You like my earrings? The
I do.
peppermint?
They light up.
Yeah.
I had them especially made by Gloria. She does jewelry. She's the one who does my hair as well.
Ask for jewelry by Gloria.
Dottie Dixon, Sister Dottie here, and she's with holiday cheer and holiday.
I am just busting.
What have you brought with us for this holiday season?
I kind of think that BYU PDA petting thing. I just want to pipe in real quick before I answer your question.
Okay.
I just think they need to mind their own damn business.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing, Dottie.
It's like,
someone's going to get in trouble for that.
Get back out of that and start doing something good in the world. Oh, well, how have you all been?
Very well.
Your Thanksgivings were
great.
Full of joy.
Now, we didn't ever get your thoughts on the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints not using the term Mormon anymore.
Well, I went crazy, Bill. I thought, are you kidding me? Why didn't Heavenly Father, if he wanted it done, fix it clear back with Joseph Smith?
For hell's sakes.
Yeah.
And if he sent down Mormon, but he could have sent down another angel, I suppose. And that I just think the book is called the Book of Mormon. And so you can't change that real easily with a mouthful.
No.
Hi, we're here from the Mormon Church, or the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. And we have a book here we'd like to share with you. It's called the Book of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints.
Yeah.
It's too many words.
Yeah, all right.
Too much. That was my opinion. And holidays, I want to talk a little about your holidays.
Okay.
Sure.
Let's talk about trees. Gina, what are you doing with a tree this year?
Oh, well, sister, we are a real tree family, always, always, always.
Oh, I knew that about your whole family.
Yes.
You're so authentic.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have a real tree. We bought it Sunday, and it's in the house. It's not decorated yet, but it's in the house, and it's gigantic.
Sunday? Where do you buy a tree on Sunday?
Well, from the Robinsons Tree Farm.
Oh my hell! Yeah. I need to go visit that.
They're open on Sunday.
Oh, okay. And Carrie, tell me what?
No tree.
Nouveau thing you're doing.
Tree.
No tree.
No.
We have a few decorations around. Sue put up. Sue did the handrail on the stairs, and she got out my old Disney ornaments and stuck them in that. And so it's like a tree, but it's a handrail.
I'm disappointed, Carrie, that you've given up on the tree.
Well,
I'm disappointed.
It's just so much.
Yeah, I know.
So much involved, and
it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work.
It is.
And it's just the two of us, so
Yeah. Now you remember Cloward's Christmas tree farm down in Spanish? It was almost to Salem.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It was right on the border.
Right in between.
Well, old man Cloward's dead, but his son keeps the flocking machine going just for me.
Oh.
And he called in July and he said, Dottie, what colors are we doing this year? And I said, I think I'm going to go purple and pink.
That's right, because you can do different colored flock. That's right.
I have got half purple, half pink flock tree. Don, bless his heart, went and built a little rotator so it turns around.
The tree turns.
You can see all the colors.
Wow.
And the lights are all in it, and I had flock from hell to breakfast, Gina, all over my living room.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. But then it almost inspired me to take down my old drapes and buy some purple and pink drapes, but I didn't go that far. And what about parties?
Holiday parties?
Yeah.
Well, we usually have a party on Christmas Eve and then a party on Christmas Day.
A family party?
Family in Salt Lake on Christmas Eve and then a party on Christmas Day up in Ogden.
Ogden. Oh, that must be fun for you to go back to Ogden every Christmas.
The party in Ogden, that's the one where we throw beer cans and
yes, I recall.
We usually have a dirt clod fight.
I do a party where we raise money for the road home.
Oh,
instead of bringing gifts for each other, we bring donations for the road home. Now, that's the Sunday we're doing.
That's lovely. And you know what? My son Donnie, there are some faults with him. I won't be denying that, but he one year said, let's not give gifts, let's give money to a charity.
Nice.
That's a great idea.
And we did it. I think it's a great
idea.
Now,
we need to take a break here?
Yes.
Okay, we need to take a break here, and then we'll come back. Okay?
We'll be back.
All right, thank you very much.
Northbound crash, I-15 just past the south interchange for traffic heading into Murray, blocking the HOV lane there. The crashes are cleared southbound I-15 in Kaysville, northbound I-15 in Sandy and Lehigh, but delays are sticking around in all three areas. So should be getting better, but right now, still a bit of an issue. That's traffic.
All right. Thank you very much.
We hope you don't get in any accidents this holiday season, but if it happens to occur, we would hope you call the advocates because they can help you out. The advocates are personal injury attorneys. We've been telling you about them for a long time, and they really can help you. They are a small law firm, so they will give you the personal attention that you deserve, and they don't charge you any money unless they get you a settlement.
Now, a friend of mine was in a car accident a while ago, and she called me up and said, should I really?
Yes.
And I said, well, let me ask you this question. Have you read your insurance policy? No. They have read your insurance policy, and they know they can help you. That's why.
And you can focus on getting better and let them worry about arguing with the insurance company.
The advocates are always available to talk to you about your injury case 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, holidays, it doesn't matter. You can go to their website, utawadvocates.com. There's a chat feature there, again, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and they'll wake them up. They wake them up. Or you can call them on the phone, 801-355-5550. They can probably determine right then and there whether you have a case or that's the kind of case that they can take. And then if they do take your case, they'll call you into the office. And again, they don't charge you anything unless they get you a settlement. So if you're injured in an accident, call them, 801-355-5550, or go to utawadvocates.com.
X96, Downtown Alliance, and The Gateway present Salt Lake's biggest and funnest New Year's Eve celebration.
with Sister Dottie?
Yes, we're back.
Hi.
Before we move on to the next thing I brought, I just wanted to tell you a couple of stories about Donnie real quick.
Okay.
Okay.
Because I kind of dissed him in the first part. The first one is going to happen again this year.
What's that?
Donnie convinces Dawn to heat up the hot tub. It's a big hot tub. Donnie invites all of his friends over, well, his ones he chooses to have over, and they all get naked in hot tub and drink beer till they can hardly walk out, and then they jump out, run through the snow, and come dripping into my house.
Well, I can
said,
see why
Donnie,
you
I
get
will not
upset.
have 15 naked men in my house drying off. So I said, you figure out how that's going to work. The second one is, I've had a lovely opportunity this week. I'm going to conduct some of the children in the Christmas program at church.
Oh, nice.
And one of the songs we're singing is I Am a Child of God.
Sure.
When Donnie was little, he would say, I am a child of God with parents kind of dear. And I could not get that kid to change. And dear. Not of dear, and dear. And he would intentionally do it, and he'd be up there singing, and he'd look at me, and I'd look over my glasses at him like, when I get you home, you'll get no Sunday dinner. So those are a couple of fun Christmas stories.
Yes.
Yeah. Now, I wanted to share with everybody my famous date pudding recipe.
Okay. I love dates.
All right.
Donnie calls this figgy pudding, but there's not a damn fig in the whole pudding. Okay. My famous date pudding recipe, I've only ever shared this with 3 sisters.
Oh.
Darcy has it, Sipra has it, and Sarah has it.
Okay.
And I'm going to share it with all of our listeners because, you know, I was feeling really abundant this week, and I thought I'm just going to give it to all of the
Oh, that's nice of you.
Very
Thank
nice.
you.
That's nice.
This is the best holiday baked pudding you'll ever eat.
Okay.
And we do call it figgy pudding in our house because that song, Bring Me Some Figgy. You know. Okay. Write it down. It'll also be on my Facebook page. Now, just listen to there's 2 parts to this recipe.
Okay.
Gina, I know you'll want to make this.
Okay.
For all of your family. 1 cup of sugar.
Okay.
1 1/2 cup of flour.
Okay.
3/4 cups milk. 1 teaspoon baking soda. Mix that together.
Okay.
Spoon. Easy recipe.
So far.
Put 1 cup of dates and 1 cup of walnuts in there. Chop the
dates.
walnuts and chop the dates.
And you can buy the dates already chopped.
You can, but I like to take the pit out.
Yeah.
It gives me something to force Donnie to do with the recipe. And then you mix that in with that the other dry. Then on the stove, you mix together 1 cup of brown sugar, 1 cup of butter, 1 1/2 cup water. You bring that to a boil, and you put that in your baking pan first, that liquid.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
And this previous mixture you've made is really thick.
Okay.
And you just take a dollop of that and you put it all across the pan. Little
And
floating
spread it?
islands
Oh, floating islands.
little
Okay.
floating islands of the dry.
Okay.
And then in a 9x13 pan, you bake it 350 for 35 minutes. And I am here to tell you,
that's easy.
It's so easy, but it will taste. Your people will say, how many hours did you spend?
And then you say it's a secret recipe.
It's a secret recipe.
Not telling.
Now, I will also have on my Facebook page this week, because of Christmas coming up, I have a really good rum ball recipe.
With real rum in it?
Real rum.
You send Donnie to the liquor store.
I do.
Yeah.
Well, I've gone in
have?
with him.
Okay.
Like, you know.
It's okay if you have an
I
escort.
wear dark glasses, even if it's a snowy day, and a scarf. You know, I look like something out of a 1940s movie. And then my last recipe I'll post is cheesy sausage and croissant casserole.
Casserole.
It's a
For
casserole.
Christmas morning.
I would eat
Lovely.
that.
You
Yes.
would love it.
All right.
Okay.
Okay.
So, I wanted to say a couple of little things. Erin, Emily, and sweet little Oliver, please reach out to Sister Dottie. I've got something really special for you. Reach out to me on Sister Dottie S. Dixon or Dottie Dixon. You know where to find me. And I just felt like I wanted to say thank you, since this is the last time I'm going to be on the show this whole year of 2018. Since you've moved me to once a month, I think that was a joint decision, wasn't it?
Sure,
yeah.
Well, you're a busy lady. You got
I was
stuff
busy,
going on.
and when I was doing it every week, there were sometimes
too
I
hard, yeah.
just barely got my nightgown off. Yeah, and so I wanted to tell you all I love you, and I want to sing a Christmas song. So we're going to do a 5-person roundelay here.
Oh, wow.
Of Jingle Bells. Okay.
Okay.
It's going to be Carrie, Bill, and Gina, and Richie is here too.
Okay, how
with
do we-
his melodic voice, you know he's in the theater.
Yeah, I know.
He sings.
I know he does. I don't sing.
He's got a girlfriend, he told me.
I know. Okay, here we go.
Now there's a little introduction here. It reminded me of those blue lights on the trees out here. Dashing through the snow in a one-horse open sleigh.
Oh, we're supposed to.
O'er the fields we go, laughing all the way. Ha ha ha! Bells on bobtails ring, making spirits bright. What fun it is to ride and sing a sleighing song tonight. Oh, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in one horse open sleigh.
Jingle bells, jingle bells. We're supposed to.
Oh, you want to keep going?
Okay, never mind.
Well,
Is that it?
I don't
Well,
know.
I had to cut it short because I know Carrie
Yes.
is always staring at me with those laser eyes, and I just think if I did.
No, that was
verses-
perfect.
No, I think
that was
great.
perfect.
And did it raise your spirit?
Yes,
A little.
Your
did.
spirit.
You know,
We need, you know what, sister? We needed that. We get a little curmudgeonly around here. That was nice.
Well, when I walked in this morning, y'all were just done talking about Earn hats, and you looked like you wanted to vomit, and so now you look happy
All
and
right.
smiling.
It did help, sister.
Yes, it did. Thank you, sir.
I love you all.
Love you too. Merry
I'll
Christmas.
see you. I'm on my way to Christmas shopping. That's why I'm dressed up.
Up to City Creek.
I'm gonna go up to City Creek and walk around
Yeah.
and maybe take a picture of something at Tiffany and text it to Dawn. All right, bye.
We'll see
Happy
ya.
holiday.
Happy holiday.
We got to do X Days.
Yes, X Days of Xmas. And today it's brought to you by our friend Ivy at Boostique. Gifts for wine and cocktail enthusiasts, entertaining essentials, bitters, cherries, shakers, glassware, and more. Get free gift wrapping in December and follow them on Facebook and Instagram. Radio from Hell listeners get 15% off. Now, the X Days of Xmas. 96 texter of the keyword I'm going to give you in a moment will get a $50 gift card and 2 tickets to Nightmare Before Xmas, which is this Friday. And you also qualify for a meet and greet with Blue October right before the concert. Your keyword is GIFT, G-I-F-T, GIFT. Text that to 33986.
All right.
Boners round 2 coming up. Here are the candidates. Boner candidate number 1, somebody find me a proofreader. Boner candidate number 2, you only have to look in there once to see I ain't got no weapon. And boner candidate number 3, I get all my wellness techniques from the internet.
All right, thank you. We'll get to round 2, big boy news, all coming up after these. GetQuip.com/X96. That is where you go. And these are the perfect stocking stuffers. They really are. The Quip electric toothbrush. Sensitive sonic vibrations, gentle enough on your sensitive gums, and a built-in timer with guiding pulses to remind you when to switch sides. And one of the many reasons that I like it is it makes holiday travel clean and easy because it's compact, it's in its own case. Multi-use cover mounts on mirrors, unmounts to slide over the bristles for on-the-go brushing. It doesn't require that clunky charger. It runs for 3 months on one battery. It's a great gift. The gift that keeps refreshing. And here is the deal. One of the many reasons that I love Quip, they have over 5,000 verified 5-star accounts, reviews, excuse me. Quip looks like the big-ticket tech gift with a stocking stuffer price starting at just $25. And if you go to getquip.com/X96 right now, you get your first refill pack for free with a Quip electric toothbrush, but you don't have to tell your giftee that. So get your first refill pack for free at getquip.com/x96. Be sure to do the /x96 to make sure that you get the deal and that we get the credit. Thank you. Oh, traffic, Gina.
Oh.
Completely forgot about that.
Oops. Crash blocking the HOV lane northbound I-15 to Murray just after you cross over I-215 near 53rd South. Delays are reaching back to 72nd South. And that's the only major issue we have right now. You can text us if you see anything else, 33986.
Radio from Hale wants to keep you warm.
There are many...
Radio from Hell on X96.
All right. Time for round 2 of your boner voting. 3 news stories, examples of bad, stupid, or funny human behavior. You'll decide with your vote of these 3 boner candidates which one is the worst, which one deserves to go forward to boner fight and possibly become boner of the day. See if it wins here. It'll go up against the winner of round 1's voting. We did that an hour ago. You missed that. Try harder next time. We'll take both of these candidates at 9:20, throw them into boner fight, and that's when you'll decide boner of the day. So pick your champion for round 2 now. I'm going to give you 2 candidates now, a third after the news. Once you've heard all 3, then you'll vote. One of you lucky random boner voters will receive
a Stretch the Truth Trump doll. I'll tell you more about that in a minute.
Here's boner candidate number 1. Somebody find me a proofreader. Spell check isn't always your friend, more like a casual acquaintance. Just look what happened to the Post-Journal's stunning headline for an AP story that they picked up this weekend about Julia Roberts. It's very possible that the editor used spell check. Unfortunately for the paper, the function doesn't always pick up on errors like this one. Clearly, the headline meant to read rolls, not holes. For the record, however...
The headline says, Julia Roberts finds life and her holes get better with age. Supposed to be rolls get better
Julia
with
Roberts
age.
finds life.
And this isn't like a word in the depth of the article that you might miss.
No.
It's the headline.
I mean, I guess we'd be happy for her either way. Julia Roberts finds life and her holes get better with age. Or her rolls, but either way.
They all get better.
Yeah. This is a major newspaper.
And lots of people had to look at that before it goes to print.
Well, less and less people these days
that's true.
is the thing.
Boner candidate number 1. Somebody please find me a proofreader. Here's boner candidate number 2. Look, you only have to look in there once to see that I ain't got a weapon. The city of Washington, D.C. is settling a lawsuit with a black man who accused a Metro police officer, of repeatedly probing his anal cavity during a weapons... Hey, Gina, warning, I'm going to say the words anal cavity. Is that better?
No.
Repeatedly probing his anal cavity during a weapons search. News outlets report the American Civil Liberties Union, D.C. announced last week that Washington, D.C. admits no wrongdoing but will pay off an undisclosed amount to M.B. Cottenham. The ACLU and the 40-year-old man, Mr. Cottenham, sued police in July over the September 2017 search by Officer Sean Lojankono, who denies inappropriately touching Mr. Cottenham, although they're paying off a pretty substantial suit, apparently. Video shows Officer Lojankono repeatedly searching Mr. Cottenham's groin area and anal cavity. No weapons found.
Gina, there's audio.
I don't know.
Let's hear that.
You sure?
Got over like this, I'd probably feel 100%. But Moon River.
There you go.
You didn't play the whole thing, but that's
No, I
probably
didn't
better.
play the whole thing. No, not gonna.
No,
not gonna happen.
I did in my head.
Yes, you did.
Mr. Cottenham was ultimately not arrested or charged with anything.
Really?
Yeah. Boner candidate number 2. You only have to look in there once to see I ain't got no weapon. Coming up in a moment, boner candidate number 3. I get all my wellness techniques from the internet.
All right. Candidate number 3 for round 2, coming up after this big boy news and opinioendo, brought to you by...
The Sundance Film Festival returns January 24th through February 3rd in Park City, Salt Lake City, and Sundance Resort. Discover the 2019 lineup, including world premiere films at sundance.org/festival.
Man, little Sarah Hyland from Modern Family.
Mm-hmm. She's had a rough go of it.
No kidding. She's had a second kidney transplant.
Let's see, she got the first one from her dad. And this one from her brother, I think.
Yeah, 5 years after her first. She had a second kidney transplant in 2017. She says she has battled suicidal thoughts as she grappled with a previously undisclosed second kidney transplant a little over a year ago. She's 28. She was born with something called kidney dysplasia, and made it no secret that she'd undergone a transplant in 2012 with an organ donated by her father, Edward. But by 2016, her body had started to reject the kidney, forcing the actress in and out of hospital. Hyland started dialysis in 2017, February 2017, meaning she had to have a port transplanted, or implanted rather, in her chest. And she was hooked up to a machine 3 times a week for 4 hours at a time. And that, was just
that's rough.
Awfully depressing. 3 months later, the kidney donated by her father was removed, and that September, she underwent a second transplant with an organ donated by her brother, Ian. When Sarah first told me that she would need a second transplant, the initial wave of fear was washed over by a sense of resolution, her brother Ian told Self magazine. I only cared about Sarah knowing that I had her back and that she was going to be okay. Despite her brother's eagerness, Sarah Hyland said that she felt very guilty about this enormous favor, and it took its toll, and she had to force away thoughts of suicide. I was very depressed. When a family member gives you a second chance at life, and it fails, it almost feels like it's your fault, she said. It's not your fault, but it does feel that way, she said. But she's managed to get through that. It's, she says, and in addition to her kidney trouble, she has endometriosis, and she's just got so many problems. Issues. But she's, she says that she said that she's doing better, and she's managed to. Her health has gotten better. And she is mentally, she's in a better place than she's been in a long time. And I don't know exactly why this interview is at this time, but I don't know if I don't think she's even pushing any particular project that she's doing. It's just an interview that was done with her. I always kind of liked her for some reason. I always liked her on that show.
She's funny.
She's gotten better.
Yeah. Let's see. The Utah teacher accused of shooting and killing her ex-husband's girlfriend in front of the twins has made an initial court appearance. Chelsea Cook of Harriman waived the reading of charges against her and asked that an attorney from the Legal Defender's Office be appointed to represent her. She's charged with aggravated murder, burglary, 3 counts of felony, just a bunch of other, charges. So she's asked for a public defender in her initial court appearance. Summit County man was arrested over the weekend after police say he fired 15 rounds at 2 people inside of a home where he was staying. Randall Weed Dickinson.
Is Weed in quotes?
Weed is his middle name. No, it's not.
It's not in quotes?
No. 56 of Francis, Utah, which is in Summit County somewhere. Highly intoxicated and fell onto the Christmas tree while attempting to cross the living room.
Wow. Oh, there he is.
Yeah, there's Mr.
Oh, Weed.
Mr. Weed Dickinson.
X96.com/live.
So he fell into the Christmas tree.
In your mind, picture a drunk. That's.
If you look in the dictionary under the word drunk,
that's what it looks like.
You'll find his picture.
Yep.
The homeowner helped Mr. Dickinson to his room to sleep it off. But just as the homeowner and his son were walking through the kitchen, Mr. Dickinson came out of his room and began shooting up the place. He fired 15 times at the homeowner and his son. The bullets penetrated cabinets, counters, appliances, and walls. Amazingly, no one was hit.
Yeah, how is that possible?
Well, because look at Mr. Dickinson.
Yeah, he's not.
He couldn't shoot straight. So, yeah, he emptied the magazine of the gun. The homeowner and his son tackled him and held him down until the cops arrived. Jeez. Hey, here's a good idea. Or is it? Just in case you can't get enough popcorn at the movie theater, the Megaplex movie theaters are now letting Uber Eats or DoorDash bring fresh popcorn to your house.
I like that.
Because you like the movie popcorn.
And you want to watch the movie at home.
I'm not so sure this is a good idea.
No, I like it.
I think that they're shooting themselves in the foot here.
Well, yeah, they're having a hard enough time getting you to come to the theater.
Guys, where do they make their money?
Well, that is true.
They make their money on the snacks. They don't make their money on the movies. What do they care if you're watching the movie at home if you're eating their snacks, right?
That's true.
This is somebody smart thinking about this.
I don't know. Come on.
Is it going to be warm?
They still want tumbleweeds, rolling through the movie theaters.
No, this is a good idea.
We still want you to join us at the Megaplex movie with friends and family whenever you can. But now we can offer you our amazing popcorn, drinks, and snacks whenever and wherever it's most convenient for you, thanks to these amazing food and snack delivery services. So how do you get your home-delivered popcorn? Download the Uber Eats or DoorDash app on your phone. Look for a nearby Megaplex theater.
This is smart.
You can track the order of the freshly popped treat as it makes its way to your home.
We should try this, but they're not open in the morning because we got one right over here.
Yeah, but they don't open till like 11.
I think they open at 11.
I like this idea because we do movie night with the kids.
Do we?
Well, we meaning my family.
Oh, I thought I was invited.
And we pop popcorn, but to have the real movie theater popcorn delivered?
I make pretty good popcorn at home. What will President Trump do when it's time to leave office? I hope he doesn't let the door hit him in the ass.
Yeah. It's a big ass.
Washington Post columnist Jennifer Rubin says she doesn't believe Trump can pardon himself. And if he tried, he could face prosecution after leaving office in connection with special counsel Robert Mueller's investigation. Rather than take a chance, he could make a last-minute move to protect himself if he's replaced by a Democrat after the next election. I would predict that when Trump leaves office, he will resign the presidency 10 minutes before Mike Pence leaves office, allowing Pence to pardon him if there's not a Republican president to follow him, Rubin said.
Yeah, I can see that.
Can you do that?
Sure you can.
Can you
Sure.
do that?
He can resign at any time.
Seeing the full panel.
I resign. Bye.
Exactly.
Okay, I resign. Pardon me, please. Pardon. Okay, bye.
But he can only be pardoned for federal crimes, right?
Yeah.
So the state of New York,
Yeah.
could still get him.
Remember that Russian gun rights activist Maria Butina?
Yep.
Accused of working as an agent for the Kremlin in the United States. She's reached a plea deal with federal prosecutors.
Isn't that interesting?
She was arrested in July and charged with illegally acting as an agent of Russian Federation. U.S. authorities charged that she had used her close ties to the National Rifle Association and conservative operatives to wage a covert influence campaign, and even tried to broker a secret meeting between Donald Trump and Russian President Putin. Well, she's brokered a deal. She's going to start talking.
And the NRA, they spend a certain amount of money trying to get Mitt Romney elected.
Yeah.
But for Trump, it was like 3 or 4 times the amount that they spent. And nobody knows where that money came from. I think Maria Butina knows where it came from.
And
that's what I think.
The most downloaded or the most streamed song of the 20th century.
I know because I saw it, but
Bohemian Rhapsody.
Yeah.
They said it would never sell. 6-minute song, operatic passages and lyrics about Galileo and Scaramouche. Bohemian Rhapsody on Monday became the most streamed song of the 20th century.
My kids, after we went to see the movie, that's all they want to listen to in the car is Queen. They love it.
And I bet you're tired of hearing it.
No.
I would.
Not this song. Not just this song. They want to listen to
all the Queen.
Yeah.
All right. Weather, traffic, sports, whatever you want to do here.
Somebody said it's snowing in Taylorsville. Okay. Thank you for telling us.
Taylorsville gets all the fun.
Most of the rest of us won't see anything until tomorrow. Now, we're doing our show in American Fork, so for our drive down there in the morning should be okay, but our drive back, we might have some snow then. 36 for a high. Traffic, we've got a crash, Redwood Road, just south of 21st South. Both northbound and southbound lanes are being affected there. Broken down vehicle in the middle of northbound I-15. Backups in Salt Lake County near 72nd South and Midvale, blocking the left lane and HOV lane, adding to slowdowns that start all the way back in Bluffdale. Go to Hale, Scott Hale Plumbing, Heating, and Air for a $49 furnace tune-up, which includes a 19-point safety inspection. Scott Hale, amazingly different, surprisingly better. ScottHale.com.
Here's boner candidate number 3. I get all of my wellness techniques from the internet. A doctor has revealed a horrifying case in which a woman was left brain dead after an internet health cure went horribly wrong. The internet, outlined on medical YouTube channel Chubby Mew, involves a 39-year-old woman identified only as CG who presented to emergency services with a rapidly deteriorating mental status. Dr. Bernard, who was on, discussed the case on a YouTube channel, Chubby Mew. Earlier in the day, the woman had been performing a soy sauce colon cleanse. It's a dangerous internet cure or internet cleanse, which involves people drinking a liter of soy sauce in 2 hours.
No, that's a joke.
Yeah, you know how much salt that is? Oh,
the woman was already unwell and had lost 11 kilograms, however much that is, in the past 3 weeks, and had started a white bread and canned fish only diet. So she gets all of her medical advice on the internet.
Don't do that.
She had also recently been released from a psychiatric hospital for what was believed to be paranoid schizophrenia. The woman had the paranoid belief that the government had poisoned her, and had read online that the only cure was the soy sauce colon cleanse that would rid her body of toxins.
No, it's loading your body with salt.
That's what it did.
You're going to dehydrate yourself from the inside.
Soon after, and how do they, they need to find whoever is responsible for these kinds of things on the internet and put them in jail.
Mm-hmm.
Boner candidate number 3, I get all my wellness techniques from the internet.
All right, let's review the first 2 and vote.
Boner candidate number 1, somebody find me a proofreader. Julia Roberts' headline typo makes things really awkward for a newspaper who substituted, well, the word was supposed to be rolls, but they put holes. Boner candidate number 2, you don't have to look, you only have to look in there once to see that I ain't got a weapon. Washington, D.C. cop searching a man's cavities several times looking for a weapon, supposedly. And boner candidate number 3, I get all my wellness techniques from the internet.
All right, this is round 2. You've got to decide, of these 3 candidates, which one is the worst, which one deserves to go forward to boner fight and possibly become boner of the day. All right, 1, 2, or 3. Remember your candidate number. Put that number in the message of a text. That's all we need, is that single digit in the message. That's the way the computer counts it. Text that to 33986. Or you can call 877-602-9696. Cynthia taking votes in the producer's booth with your voice. Or x96.com. Look for the box that says Boner Voting December 11 and vote there. You've got 300 seconds to do it. Let's go. This is round 2.
Bill and Gina run out of things to bitch about. We give you a 1-hour nonstop music wingding at 10 a.m. on X96.
It is the 23rd century. Humans have left the lowly confines of planet Earth and have sought their destiny among the stars. While many things have changed, one constant remains: the need for young men to venture forth and do the work of the Lord. This is the tale of 2 such men who at the age of 19 have answered the call of their general authorities and are embarking on a 2-year mission to spread the gospel throughout the galaxy. This is the story of Space Elders! We join our elders as they pursue leads given them by Zone Leader Hansen, This episode finds elders Christiansen and Jensen trying to catch up to a rather well-known starship.
Captain, scanners show 2 small one-man craft closing fast.
Captain, they're hailing us.
Analysis, Mr. Spock.
Readings coming in now, sir. 2 single-occupant warp-capable 10-speed bikes.
Spock, enough with the details. Who are they?
There is a 99.7% probability they are LDS missionaries.
Mr. Sulu, go to red alert. Evasive maneuvers. Arm photon torpedoes.
Aye, Captain.
No good, Captain. They're still closing in on us.
Mr. Sulu, ready phasers?
Phasers ready, sir.
Damn it, Jim. Don't you think that Starfleet would disapprove of you blasting away at our missionaries?
As much as I hate to agree with the so-called doctor, I believe his logic is sound on this matter.
Oh, bite me, you pointy-eared half-breed.
Bones, that's enough. Report, Mr. Sulu.
While you and the others were bickering about our strategy, we were boarded by the missionaries.
Mr. Sulu, where are they now?
Turbo lift number 7 en route to the bridge.
Hi, my name is Elder Christiansen, and this is my companion, Elder Jensen. We represent the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints.
You know, the Mormons.
We're here to ask you if you've ever heard of our church, and if so, would you like to know more?
Spock, what does the computer have on these Mormons?
Fascinating, Captain. Church founded in the 19th century, has grown steadily since, preach a belief system involving an eternal afterlife, and encourage their members to abstain from drugs, including caffeine, gambling, and sex outside of marriage.
Elder Christiansen, is this accurate?
Yep, the pointy-eared half-breed is fairly accurate.
No sex outside of marriage. My God, how barbaric. We wouldn't be able to fill an entire hour of TV time if I didn't stop to have sex with green, large-breasted women with blue hair every week.
It would cause some difficulties for the riders, Captain.
Spock, see if you can sneak around behind them and use the Vulcan nerve pinch on them.
Excuse me, elders, but you seem to have some lint on the shoulders of your dark suits. Let me be of assistance.
Oh. Quick, put them on their bikes and beam them into deep space.
Could this be the end of our elders? Would Starfleet really frown upon firing photon torpedoes at missionaries? Why was Dr. McCoy always hanging out on the bridge when he should have been in sickbay? Find out the answers to these and other questions on the next nerve-pinching episode of Space Elders!
Where's that?
There's some.
Is that outside?
Yeah, there's
okay.
There's worker guys doing worker things.
All right, let's award round 2 of your boners.
And round 2 of the Boner Voting is brought to you in part by soup.
A loaf of bread and soup.
Yeah.
What kind of soup?
It's the Italian vegetable soup.
Minestrone?
Yeah, that.
You said soup. I pictured kind of a creamy soup, and that sounded good to me.
So we had...
And...
yeah.
The Stretch the Truth Trump doll. Everyone needs this Trump version of Stretch Armstrong in their holiday stocking. A portion of the proceeds go to benefit the Homeless Veterans Fellowship. StretchTheTruth.com/X96.
So we had boner candidate number 1, which was somebody find me a proofreader. Julia Roberts, as she gets older, her holes and her rolls are getting better. Apparently. So they, never mind. It was a headline in a paper. They just, it went through several people.
Mm-hmm.
Boner candidate number 2. Look, you don't have to look in there once to see that I ain't got a weapon. Washington, D.C. police officer doing a cavity search on a guy and looking in there many, many times, apparently. They never arrested the guy. They never found a weapon. And there apparently was video of it, so he got a nice settlement. And boner candidate number 3, I get all my wellness techniques from the internet. A soy sauce colon cleanse. I guess the woman drank soy sauce, a liter of soy sauce. It's left her brain dead. Somebody says, I don't think she was supposed to drink it.
Either way, that's too much salt to be placed into a body.
Yeah. Let's see. Abram won the Trump doll, and the winner, boner candidate number 3.
All right. Well, this is going to be an interesting boner fight coming up, I think. So we'll take the winner of this round, number 3, put it up against the winner of round 1's votes, and we'll do that at 9:20. That's when you'll decide boner of the day.
X96 is proud to announce Monster Jam Triple Threat Series returning to Vivint Smart Home Arena from January 5th through the 4th through the 5th, the biggest, boldest head-to-head competition featuring Monster Jam trucks, speedsters, and ATVs. Opening night tickets start at just $15, and they're on sale at Ticketmaster.com. We're playing Rider or Writer for tickets. I will read a name, and you will text whether you think this person is a rider or a writer to 33986. Stephen King. Is that a writer or a writer? 33986.
Pretty easy.
All right.
So on Saturday, I had an opportunity to learn how to make a Queen Amman, and I can never remember how to spell it. But I just
Kouign
-AMANN. Pronounced Queen Amman, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't even know what they were until a couple of years ago, and then my wife said, "Oh, this particular shop in town, this bakery, they have Queen Amman." I went, "What?"
Yeah.
And I thought it was Queen.
No.
And I said, "Well, what's that?" And I don't know, but they're very hard to get. You know, she knows what they are. Go get some, and they're delicious. And as it turns out, I only know of 2 places in town that make them.
Mm-hmm.
There may be others.
I understand, Bill, and I know you're about to tell us, but they are very involved and difficult to make.
Well,
which is why there aren't a lot of them around.
There's one right there.
Okay, at x96.com/live. They're described in the New York Times as the fattiest pastry in all of Europe.
Well, you had me at fattiest.
And the words, they mean butter and cake.
Mm-hmm.
And all they are is bread dough. So it's just bread dough and butter and sugar, and that's all it is. And it's really simple bread dough. You know, it's just yeast and milk and flour and sugar, and that's really all it is. And then butter. But it is very involved to make them.
Because it's lots of little layers.
It's layers, yeah. But as it turns out, it's simple to do. You just have to wait. And so I went to a class on how to make them with my daughter.
Where did you go to that?
It was at Orson Gigi. You know where that is?
Mm-hmm.
You've been there before, haven't you? Did you do a class there?
For my husband's birthday one year, we did a barbecue class.
So I promised my daughter a year ago for Christmas that I'd take her to a cooking class.
And here we are.
And here we are this Christmas. And it was really fun, and I was the only boy in the entire class. And we went around the whole thing, and they said, you know, the man who was teaching the class said, just tell me your first name and why you're here. And it got to me, and I said, well, I'm here because there needed to be one boy in the class, and I was the boy in the class. But it was really a lot of fun. But 2 hours of making Queen Amman is really hard work. But my God, they're delicious.
Mm-hmm.
And it's really not that hard to do. It just takes a lot of time.
Now, will you do this at home, or will it take too long to do it at home?
No, I think I'll do it at home. And he sent us home so we did it in kind of stages where we ended up with, he sent us home with actually 3 things of dough. So now all I have to do is roll out another, just finish up one stage of it, and I can make some more at home pretty quickly. But the best way to do it is use this French butter that costs like $7 for a pound of dough, or butter, I mean. It's like 83% butter fat. He said, you really have to use this French butter. Makes it the best. These things are delicious if you can find them.
They're more available nowadays.
Now,
are they more than just the 2 bakeries that I know of?
I get them at Caputo's.
Caputo has them too?
And I get them at this place by the REI called Normandy. They have them with caramel on them.
But I'd be curious, because I've only ever had them at those places hot out of the oven.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my!
What they're like? Because when I get them, I'll pop them in the microwave for a little bit.
A few seconds,
but I wonder hot out of the oven how they are.
They're dangerous.
Mm-hmm.
You have to be really careful because they're almost liquid. The sugar is almost liquid, and you have to be really careful because they'll burn you. But they are the most delicious thing you have ever had. And it's just bread dough and sugar and butter. But, oh, man, are they good. And it's really fun to learn how to make them. But it's very involved.
Did you wear a hat?
No, but they gave me an apron.
You should really have the big baker's hat if you're going to.
Oh, Caputo's gets theirs from Les Madeleine.
Yeah, which is on 5th South. Yeah,
they're delicious.
Les Madeleine makes a good one. Thule makes a good one. So if you don't want to go through all the stages of making them,
I won't.
You can buy them around town.
Crash westbound Bangor Highway at 2nd West in Draper. Crash northbound Redwood Road at 2100 South in Salt Lake. Northbound 3 left lanes are closed. Southbound to eastbound SR 201 on-ramp is closed. Stalled vehicle northbound I-15 72nd South in Midvale. And looks like that's about it, but isn't that enough? Come and make your mark on fondue history by trying the new cast iron grill cooking style available today at the Melting Pot. Locally owned and operated. Reservations at meltingpot.com/Salt Lake.
Our friend Kathleen says they're essentially a caramelized croissant, and they originate from Brittany, France.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we got Tuesday Tunes with Todd coming up. Stand by for that. Grove.co /X96 is the website that you need to go to. It's the holiday season. People love their scented stuff. And why not cleaning products? Your scented cleaning products. They carry a lot of these things. So whether it's kids dropping cranberry sauce or your uncle's smelly socks, nothing cleans our house like Mrs. Meyer's holiday scents.
Mm-hmm.
And you ordered some.
I did. I got the clove.
The orange clove?
Citrus clove one. That's
I started out liking that one. And now
moved?
I'm moving toward Iowa Pine now.
Okay.
I'm thinking Iowa Pine is my favorite. There's also peppermint from Mrs. Meyer's. New customers will get the holiday set when you place your first order of $20. Free Mrs. Meyer's holiday hand soap, holiday dish soap, or holiday multi-surface spray. You'll also get a Grove Collaborative red cleaning caddy and walnut scrubber sponges. I need to order some more of those. Plus, if you spend $39, you'll also receive a free Grove stoneware tray to beautifully display your new holiday soaps. Shop Grove before this exclusive holiday offer runs out. The stuff will be all gone pretty quickly. For a limited time, our listeners who sign up get an amazing free Mrs. Meyer's holiday products, a free 60-day VIP membership, and a surprise bonus gift just for you when you sign up and place an order of $20 or more. So check out Grove and our special offer at grove.co/X96. You got to do the /X96 to make sure you get the deal and that we get the credit. Thank you. That's grove.co, not com/X96.
X96 presents The Mac Before Christmas.
the UCCU Center in Orem. And so I thought I'd feature this one. Again, it's called Love It If We Made It.
Okay.
All right, so Tuesday Tunes with Todd, the 1975, Love It If We Made It, X96. Oh, I'm sorry. We were talking about that song off the air. Sorry, it's a private joke.
Oh,
y'all.
I could kind of see it.
But the 1975, they do have a very 80s sound to them. So
they do. All right, so Love It If We Made It, 1975, X96, Tuesday Tunes with Todd.
Well, I have a story for Gina to begin the news.
I'm ready.
Well, and I know this is a story that Gina will really like and be interested in because she sent it to me. A man who murdered his niece, a niece who was also his lover, by smashing her. What does that mean?
It's a detail.
Yes, it is.
There's more.
But wait, there's more.
And it gets even better, doesn't it,
Yeah.
Gina? He killed her by smashing her over the head with a TV. He's been put in jail.
It's Uncle Lover.
Christopher Wall is his name. Was convicted of battering Haley Wall, who was his niece as well as his lover. He was been ordered to serve a minimum of 14 years behind bars.
Only 14 years?
A minimum.
You kill
minimum.
your niece who you're having an affair with a TV, and that's not automatic forever?
Well, Gina, I don't know where this is exactly. I didn't. You should know. What town is this
I believe
in?
it's in the UK.
Well, then, you know how liberal they are in the UK. Christopher Wall, it says here he's facing a lifetime behind bars. So it's a minimum of 14. It's 14 to life, I would guess. My guess is they won't let him out for a long, long time. She was found with a bloody head outside a supermarket in Bournemouth after being battered by Mr. Wall. Before she slipped out of consciousness, she was able to tell emergency crews her name and address and that her partner had beaten her. When police visited the home, they found signs of a disturbance on the second floor, including a door on the landing that was knocked off its frame and two long dark hairs embedded in a crack hallway up the door with a number of blood spots. Embedded in a crack halfway up the door, I should say. Officers also found a large flat screen TV at the bottom of the stairs, and there was blood all over the flat screen TV, and he finally said, yeah, I beat her with the... We were watching the Great British Bake Off, and she pissed me off. So, yeah, there you go. Murdered his niece, who was also his lover.
Niece lover.
Yep.
The 1975, Love It If We Made It.
April, huh?
Yep, April 29th, excuse me, at the UVU, the UCCU Center. One of the best live, like they're very good live. I was
Mm-hmm.
impressed when
They've played shows for us.
Yeah.
And Utah loves them.
They're quite serious about what they do as well.
They are, and the nicest guys too. Like they were super kind and didn't need to be.
Didn't need to be.
So I like that about a band when they're just super cool to us.
All right, Todd. Well, go rest your voice, and thanks for coming in, and thanks for being here. And
I'll be back this afternoon at 3.
Yes.
Oh, that's right. You do a show here.
Yes.
Oh, this isn't it.
It's back.
It's not just a 1 day a week thing with us.
So far, it's not.
All right.
We'll see how the year goes.
See you at lunch.
Maybe.
Thank you, Todd.
Tuesday turns with Todd on X96, Radio from Hell.
All right, let's see what we got here. Oh, we got Boner Fight coming up. Find out who Boner of the Day is. Stand by for that. And a reasonable amount of news before that.
I would like to suggest that you get your carpets cleaned for Christmas. It's time, isn't it?
Here's my suggestion.
Okay, you make a suggestion then.
You get them cleaned now, before family comes over, and then by God, you're going to want it cleaned after they leave.
Is this all? Are we leading into talking about zero res?
Yes.
I certainly hope so.
Yeah, me too. Because zero res. Listen, now through the 16th. What's the date today? It's the 11th. Now through the 16th, $33 per room with zero res. What you need to do, they clean without using soaps or harsh chemicals. We know that. So the carpets are clean and safe, nothing to worry about with the kids, the dogs rolling around on the carpet. And they won't leave any dirt or any residue is what I'm trying to say. So $33 per room. And their nice technicians come in. They wear the shoe covers and all of that. And they're quick about it. And the carpet will dry very fast because they don't have any residue. All right? No chemicals. ZeroRes.com is where you want to go, or call them 801-288-ZERO. That's 288-9376. Tell them X96 Radio from Hell sent you.
Join X96 and the Utah Grizzlies for the best entertainment in the galaxy.
Right, 9:19 right now. We will have Boner Fight coming up in about 6 minutes. So before that, a reasonable amount of news brought to you by...
Get unlimited 1.5% cash back plus a $100 bonus with Power Cashback credit card from Security Service Federal Credit Union. Restrictions apply. Get details at ssfcu.org.
This just in. Kathy Lee Gifford is leaving the Today Show.
Are you okay,
April
Bill?
of next year.
Are you all right?
I don't know how the show will survive without her.
She going to take care of Frank?
April.
Frank died a while ago.
Oh, that's right. Frank is no longer with us.
Well, she has to water the body.
God. She has to water the body.
The longtime host revealed the news on the NBC Morning Show alongside her co-host Hody Koopy, who choked up, of course, and then went, because that's what she does.
And then she said, more wine for me.
I have something to share with everybody, and it's bittersweet, as these things always are. A visibly emotional.
Isn't she always visibly emotional?
She's always visibly something, that's for sure. Gifford told viewers of the Today Show, the 4th hour, I've been here almost 11 years. I thought I would just stay 1 year. Something happened along the way, and I fell in love and pointed at Hoda. And now, when it's our 11th anniversary, I'm going to be leaving the Today Show. Gifford said she was leaving to focus on other projects.
You don't always have to have another project, you know.
Well, she's making an 11-minute film called The God Who Sees.
Oh, boy.
Filming in Israel. Because, you know, Kathy Lee is Jewish. Everything, I know she doesn't seem that, but she is. Everything good that has happened in my life has happened because you came, Cotby said to Gifford. Our show is about catching each other when you fall down. That's it, Cotby said. So there's a lot of catching on that show, which is a daily for us, Kathy Lee retorted. And then Hoda went, I cannot believe that we're on TV and this is happening. I can't believe it either. We started out as a nothing burger.
Kathy Lee was born Jewish, but she is most definitely not Jewish.
She does not
She
practice.
is a born-again Christian.
Oh, that's right.
Oh, really?
Oh, yes.
Okay.
You see, she was Kathy Lee Green, as I recall.
Johnson.
She was green at some point.
Was she?
I think so. We're going to be friends. I don't know why I know these things.
Because you love Kathy Lee. You pretend you don't.
I do not.
She was born Kathy Lee Epstein.
Epstein.
Wow. I fell in love with her when she was on Name That Tune.
Not me.
He's denying it, but...
She used to wear those, like, you know, what are they called? Those, like, Pioneer Girl dresses.
Yeah.
What are they called?
Pioneer Girl
Is that
dresses.
what they're called?
Gunny sack?
Gunny sack, that's it. That's the word I was looking for. She used to wear those.
With an pure waist, perhaps?
And she had kind of a bob.
Sharon Bush, the ex-wife of Neil Bush, is steaming mad because she wasn't invited to President George H.W. Bush's funeral.
Well, her last name's Bush. Aren't all the Bushes invited?
She informed Neil that she hoped to sit with their 3 kids, you know, Lauren, Pierce, and Ashley, the kids that she had with Neil and had raised with Neil at the service for her former father-in-law. But Neil's secretary got back to her with, nope, sorry, you're not invited. That's kind of crappy. Claiming, nope, not enough pews in the cathedral.
Oh, darn it, we just ran out.
We ran out of pews, baby. I was going to take the train down. I wanted to pay my respects, but I paid my respects by raising 3 wonderful children during my 23-year marriage. Instead, Sharon had lunch with Ann Hurst and Cynthia Germanotta, Lady Gaga's mother, during the funeral. Well, I'll have lunch with these people then. Lauren, wife of Ralph Lauren's son David, has provided 100 million meals through her feeding bag initiative. Pierce is head of Texas's Big Brothers and Big Sisters, and Ashley tutors women in safe houses. So their kids are...
Oh, they're doing well.
They're doing well. Let's see. This story has been circulating. For at least 20 years now, emailers everywhere have received those pesky group messages, and for 20 years, They have tried to resist the allure of the reply all button.
Yes.
I almost never do the reply all button, but people haven't figured that out. And certainly holds true for this woman who works for Utah state government, Maria Peterson, Utah's pre-holiday reply all apocalypse, potluck gate, or reply all madness. The state's internet pundits, including Lieutenant Governor Spencer Cox, are all over this. This is real and it's an emergency. Mr. Cox deadpanned on Twitter on Friday. I fear it will never end. Ms. Peterson is the deputy director in the job training section of the Utah Department of Corrections. On Friday, she sent out a calendar invite for her division's annual potluck. It was meant for 80 people. But someone in the technology department had been tinkering with her listserv email, a variation of everyone at utah.gov. Suddenly, the invitation went to 22,000 guests.
That's a big potluck.
That's nearly every employee in Utah government. Ms. Peterson quickly sent a correction email to her division, except that, too, went to all 22,000 people in Utah state government. Ms. Peterson quickly sent that. Hey, team, so fun times. Google Calendar automatically added every single person in the state of Utah address book to our holiday potluck. We don't have that room for that many people. The party wasn't canceled, she added. She would be sending out an updated invitation. Please, when you get email that has a lot of people on it, just check and see, do you really need to hit that reply all button?
Usually not,
The
unless
answer,
there's...
is never.
Unless, sometimes there'll be something in the text that says, reply all, so we all know the thing.
99% of the time, no. You don't need to.
Yeah, don't do it.
It's Boner Fight. With Radio from Hell on X96.
You know, I'm a little suspicious of this boner fight.
Why?
Because both rounds of boner voting today, number 3 won, and number 3 won with about 300 votes each time.
Now, we tell you, you can vote as many times as you like.
Yeah, and you can. You can vote as many times as you want. You can collect votes from people in your office. Even your pets can vote if you want. But it just sort of smacks as somebody just trying to hijack number 3 both times, because it had sort of equal number of votes. But, you know.
Well, there's no number 3 this time.
No, there isn't.
It won't be a problem.
So we'll see what happens. So boner candidate number 1 from the 7 o'clock hour. Way to go, Orrin. End your career standing up for what's right. Senator Orrin Hatch dismissing allegations against President Trump, saying you can make anything a crime under the current laws. You know, it doesn't matter.
Even if it is true.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. The economy's doing great, so it doesn't matter what he did. That's number 1. Going up against the winner from round 2, I get all my wellness techniques from the internet. This is a woman who is left brain dead by doing a soy sauce colon cleanse that she saw on the internet.
All right, there you go. You've got to decide of these 2 candidates which one is the worst, which one deserves to be boner of the day for December 11th, 2018. 1 or 2, remember your candidate number. The one you think should win. Put that number in the message of a text. That's all we need in the message is that single digit. That's the way the computer will count it. Text that to 33986. Or you can call 877-602-9696. Cynthia's taking votes in the producer's booth. Or go to x96.com. Look for the box that says Boner Fight December 11 and vote there. If you don't see that box, refresh. It should appear. 300 seconds. Boner of the day. Let's go.
Start your workday at 10 a.m. with a 1-hour nonstop music wingding on X96.
Wrap up the holiday shop.
Here's what Kerry Jackson is doing when he's not on the air.
Yes, Mr. Jackson, thank you for coming into my office. As the manager of this department store, it is my job to make sure that everything goes smoothly. And during the Christmas season, that's especially important. We hired you to be our store Santa on good recommendations from your radio station management. But frankly, we've had complaints from many of the parents about your performance as Santa. Now, how do you begin each visit with a child?
Well, first off, I have them shake my hand.
Shake your hand?
Yes, I'm the hand-shaking Santa.
You don't let the children sit on your lap?
No, the hand-shaking Santa wouldn't do that. And do you have any idea how germy little children are? You know what I really hate is that little kid smell. You know the smell I'm talking about.
I see. And then they tell you what they want for Christmas.
Well, after they've shaken my hand, I ask them to write an essay about how good or bad they've been during the year, and then they're asked to list what they want for Christmas. Now, that list is then submitted to one of my elves, and the essay is graded and placed in the hand-shaking Santa essay box.
You have paper and pencils for them in Santa's castle?
No, the hand-shaking Santa does not provide essay materials. If the children are unprepared, it's no concern of mine.
Uh-huh. Well, I think I've heard quite enough.
Well, fine. My break is just about over, and I still have to disinfect my fingernails and put on a fresh pair of gloves before I have to greet the little vermin again. Get away from the hand-shaking Santa, you dirty, dirty little children.
Oh my God. Miss Johnson, would you call the radio station we hired this Santa from? We need a replacement immediately.
Here's what Bill Allred is doing when he's not on the air.
Ho, 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 ho. Welcome to Santa's castle. Merry Christmas.
Santa, why are you lying on the floor?
I'm the leg wrestling Santa. Tell me what you want for Christmas.
Well, I want the white Power Ranger and the Nerf Ball Zuka.
All right then, Sonny. Lie down here right next to me. You do know how to leg wrestle, don't you?
Oh, yeah, Santa, but couldn't I just sit on your lap?
Oh, no. The leg wrestling Santa wouldn't do that. All right now, Sonny. If you beat me, then you'll get everything you asked for.
Okay.
If not, you'll get a lump of coal in your stocking. And an orange.
Oh.
Here we go.
Okay.
1, 2, 3. Sorry, Sonny. You lose. Get him out of here, would you, my little helpers? Who'll be the next to challenge the leg wrestling Santa?
Why don't you leg wrestle me, Mr. Butthead, jolly old sucky claws?
Aren't you a little old to be leg wrestling Santa?
You're pretty tough with these kids. Let's see you take on someone your own size.
All right, then. You lie down right here. Good. But first, I have to take a leak. Can't leg wrestle on a full bladder, you know. Be right back.
specialist, Carrie Jackson.
All right, so let's award Boner of the Day.
And it's brought to you in part by Minestrone Soup and a Loaf of Bread.
And us. We'll be broadcasting live this Wednesday from 6 to 10 at Ken Garff Chevrolet in American Fork, 548 East, 10th South in American Fork for our Road Home donation. Come by and say hi and bring your donations tomorrow morning.
That's tomorrow, and you better turn out. If you don't turn out, we're going to be pissed. We'll be angry. We will be angry if you don't turn out tomorrow. All right, so we had Boner candidate number 1. Way to go, Orrin. End your career by standing up for what's right. Orrin Hatch simply just dismissing any kind of allegations against Trump, saying, well, you can make anything a crime under the current law. Nothing he does matters because, we're chugging along, the economy's great, so if he committed crimes, it doesn't matter. And then Boner candidate number 2, I get all of my wellness techniques from the internet. A woman who did a soy sauce colon cleanse. She's now left brain dead from doing that. Lee won a Boner t-shirt, and the winner was Boner candidate number 1. Way to go, Orrin. End your career on a high note.
All right, there you go. That's the Boner of the Day for December 11th, 2018. Now qualified to be Boner of the Week. That'll happen on Friday.
All right, this is pretty big stuff. This is exciting. Some of you may have heard a little bit about this, but it's happening for reals. Professional football coming to Utah, the Utah Stallions. And we have the quarterback for the team here, B.J. Daniels, and the vice president or president? President of the team.
Don't give him a vice. He's the whole president.
I've been demoted already.
Well, we're promoting you back to President Tyler
good,
Howell. At the Alliance of American Football, of which the Utah Stallions is one of 8 teams in the alliance. And it starts, the first game is when, Tyler?
First game's on the road in Arizona on February 10th. And then the first home game is February 23rd up at Rice-Eccles Stadium.
This is a big deal. And B.J. Daniels, the quarterback, and he hails from Tallahassee, Florida.
Yep.
Pretty exciting?
Oh, yeah, very exciting. I've never been in this part of the country before, so I'm definitely excited to, be here and, have this opportunity.
This is football weather. I don't ever consider football weather in Florida. This is the real football weather.
So, this is a big venture. How many teams in the league?
8.
8 teams.
And you're going to, who do you, this is a big deal. It's hard to do.
Here's what I like about it.
Hard to get it going.
Here's what I like about it.
Yeah. Okay.
We've tried here in Utah a couple times to do.
We had indoor football.
Yeah.
Which I thought was fun.
But this is real football.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's the difference. This is real 11-on-11 football the way it was supposed to be played.
Yeah. Yep. I was, the indoor football I thought was kind of fun because it always just reminded me of a pinball machine. It was like watching a pinball machine or something. This is guys going against guys on a field. Right, the same rules as it's just football.
It's football.
Right? It's football.
Yeah, I think the most exciting part about it, like you said, is it's football. So, myself, for example, I played in the NFL for 6 years. Was with the Seahawks and was with the Atlanta Falcons. So. Along with my NFL experience, you have a multitude of guys who have played in the NFL, who have experience, who, what the professional game is really played like. So, it'll be high energy, it'll be exciting, and, you have an opportunity to actually see some, have a professional team, here in this city.
Well, the coach is Dennis Erickson, and he has he's coached in the NFL, right?
Oh, yeah, he's a legend. He was also up to the Seahawks. So. As well as a whole host of college teams.
And there are a lot of Utah players on the Stallions.
Yeah, I saw Drez Anderson. I'm excited.
Yeah, we've got Drez, we've got Matt Asiata, Jeremiah Patasi. Yeah, make sure I say that right, as well as we've got some BYU guys in Utah State with Will Davis and some Henalou. I can never say his last name, but I love his first name. Best first name I've ever heard.
So, some of the Pacific Islander names are pretty difficult.
Right.
B.J. Daniels. There we go.
That's the easiest one.
Yeah. I can get that one.
Now, have you guys?
I can even spell B.J.
Have you guys practiced at all yet?
No, we practice tomorrow. Tomorrow's the first day of minicamp. So
now, is there going to be any opportunity for the public to watch the Stallions practice? Do we know?
No, not
Let's
not
keep
right
that a
now.
secret.
Nothing,
Yeah.
huh? Yeah. So the first now, any plans for televising the games? Do we know of any of that?
Yes, we've got a contract with CBS, and so national games will be on CBS, and then we're also in the works on a local TV deal. So
Okay.
you'll be able to catch us on TV and radio.
And well, I'm pretty sure we'll be on radio here.
Yep. And then the coolest thing about it is that all of our games will be streamed live for free on our app. So once we have the app ready
great.
to roll, it'll be available on the app to stream.
But I'm sure you want people to come to the games.
I know I do, and I imagine it's more fun to play when the crowd's full, right?
Oh yeah, I don't like empty stadiums. So more people that come out, the better.
So can people buy tickets already?
Yes, they can go on saltlakestallions.com. Full seasons, groups, and single game seats are all available right now.
How many? So how many games in the season, and how many home games will there be? Do you know?
5 home games, 10 total games on the season.
Okay, so that's not bad.
Yeah.
And the season will run from February to
April.
Yep. So so keep it good, modest season to start out with, and this is doable. This is going to be doable.
For season tickets, you get 5 games for $75.
That's great.
Yeah,
absolutely. And I live within walking
you
distance
can
of Rice Eccles Stadium.
And if you're a fan of the sport, this is definitely perfect.
Count me. I will be there. The first home game is when?
February 23rd.
February 23rd. Count me in. I'll be there. It's the Salt Lake Stallions.
Salt Lake Stallions.
Salt Lake
yes.
Stallions.
But we are definitely Utah's team.
Let me
Salt
see that
Lake
logo
Stallions.
there.
See his logo?
Yes, we got the S right there for Salt Lake Stallions.
There it is.
B.J.
I like
Daniels,
that.
the quarterback, and Utah. There are Utah guys on the team. All of them, or a lot of them with NFL experience.
I would say most of them.
Most of them with NFL
I would definitely
experience.
say most of them. Yeah.
I think this is going to be
That's
great.
exciting.
What have we not covered? Anything?
I think we got it.
We got it all.
All right.
Okay. What's the website if people want to go and find out more?
SaltLakeStallions.com. Come watch BJ play it with him and his teammates.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
It's going to be very
Thank
cool.
you.
I hope you have a good time here.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
All right.
Thank you, guys.
All right.
Thanks
Our
a lot.
pleasure.
We'll,
all right. Thanks, you guys.
We'll see you at the game. Well, we got to take a break before we do, though. Gina, if you don't mind.
You're going to make me talk about my bra in front of our company?
Well, we'll make them leave, and then, and then you can
No,
talk
no,
about
I want them to hear about it. And I've had people asking me, what's that bra that you keep talking about? Well, it's thirdlove.com/Gina. If you do all that, it'll take you directly to the website, and you'll see at the bottom of that first page, there'll be a bar at the bottom that says your discount will be applied at checkout. You don't have to put in another promo code or anything. They take care of it. So once you're on the website, take the Fit Finder quiz. You just answer a few simple questions to find your perfect fit, and they're able to do that because they have over 70 sizes, including half sizes. They fit bands up to 48. You are going to find a bra so comfortable you're not going to want to take it off. They have a new cotton collection, cotton t-shirt bras, and cotton underwear. You can get a whole set to match. But you need to go to thirdlove.com/Gina. That's Gina for 15% off your first order.
Have you ever wanted to ski down a mountain with an airsoft gun strapped to your hip while sipping out of a custom flask, riffing on a guitar, outfitted in some sheer lace-embroidered thigh highs?
Is it already that time of year?
It's the X Days of Xmas. You can win every day, 8, 2, and 5.
Each day we're giving away gift cards to
So when is Seymour coming?
Well, he said he'd be here now. He says he's got some real good stuff for us, stuff that's going to make us some dough.
None of his ideas have panned out so far. You said hiring a personal manager to get us some outside projects would be a good thing.
I know.
You said that we'd start making some extra money.
I know.
Nothing so far, partner. Nil. Nothing. We haven't seen a dime.
Well, Seymour says we're too picky. Says we have to bend a little bit. That's got to be him. Come on in, Seymour.
Hey, that's pretty good. How did you know it was me?
Well, you said you'd be here at this time, and no one else ever visits us.
Yeah, and I could smell your aqua velva through the door.
Ah, powerful, ain't it? I love aqua velva.
So, Seymour, what kind of stuff have you got for us?
Well, first off, let me tell you, everybody wants a piece of your asses. Radio from Hell is hot right now. Hot! It's positively volcanic. Now, I can get you two volcanic gods a personal appearance fee to MC the grand opening of a new artificial limb store at a strip mall in downtown Nephi.
How much? How much money?
Well, no money. I got you trade for this one. You guys can take your pick of any partial orthopedic appliance you like. If you need full limbs, they want to charge you a little, like cost or something.
Well, I think I can speak for Bill when I say we pass.
Carrie, could we just put this one on hold? I need to speak with Aunt Esther and see if Uncle Clyde's hook is still busted.
All right, that's a maybe. I'll put this one on the maybe pile. Okay, here's the next offer. A big pharmaceutical concern in Santa Quinn.
Utah?
Yeah, Utah. This pharmaceutical company has a brand new hemorrhoid ointment, and they want you boys to be the spokesman. Now, before you say anything, just listen to some ad copy I was formulating in my head as I rode over here on the bus. Hi, we're Carrie and Bill, and being DJs, we spend most of the day sitting on our asses. Boy, do we know about hemorrhoids. Something, 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 vamp, vamp, vamp. So get rid of your hemorrhoids right away with Roid Away.
Roid away?
Let me guess. No money for this one either? I think I speak for Bill when I say we will not endorse Roid Away for trade. Tell Roid Away to take their proposal and shove it up there.
No, hold on, Carrie. I've been kind of inflamed lately.
It's on the maybe pile. Here's the next deal. The Mighty Morphin Hell Rangers. You two can morph from yourselves into these guys wearing tight leather outfits and football helmets.
Absolutely not. Look at Bill's gut. Do we want our fans to see that gut in tight leather? I think I speak for Bill when I say...
Wait, Carrie. Hey, Seymour, is it pink leather? I just love pink leather.
On the maybe pile. Finally this. You guys know them little Looney Tune Kids cartoons, Teeny Toons or whatever?
Yeah.
Very popular. Little Bobby? Huge. Muppet Babies? The biggest. Well, picture this. Carrie and Bill cartoons with the two of you as little baby DJs, getting into all kinds of radio adventures at a grown-ups radio station. It's called Hell Babies. What do you say?
I want to turn this down, but before I do, let me ask Bill. What do you think?
Seymour, would only my cartoon wear a diaper, or could I get to really wear a diaper sometimes?
On the maybe pile.
Maybe pile. Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
right, 9:50 right now.
We were talking earlier when we did the X poll about company Christmas parties. We're having our company Christmas party today.
Well, it's a Christmas lunch.
A luncheon.
Luncheon. A luncheon.
Prizes will be raffled off.
And then Dylan, after the X poll was over, said, you know, when I worked at the Daily Show, which he's always dropping that he worked at the Daily Show.
I am not.
I was at the
He
Daily
won't
Show.
shut up about the fact that he
I worked at the Daily Show.
I never bring it up.
That's it. Yeah, actually, we had to drag him in here to talk about the Daily Show.
And if you really want to rub it in, say when Jon Stewart was there.
Right.
Although I think Trevor is actually coming into his own now and has gotten quite popular.
And I went to a Daily Show Christmas party, he said. And he wants to tell us all about it so that we'll feel bad.
No, we dragged him in here to tell us about it.
because I'm dying to know what a Christmas party at the Daily Show was like.
So they rented out a bar in Midtown Manhattan. It was like across the street from Lincoln Center. Very hip bar that they.
It's called the bar across the street
I
from
don't
Lincoln
remember what it's
Center.
called. Very, kind of a hip bar, and they rented out a whole floor of it, which was, I'm sure, very expensive. It was an open bar.
Wow.
With several bartenders, and there were people coming around with all kinds of trays of food, and there was
hors d'oeuvre type things, canapes,
and there was a DJ and a dance floor, and people were dancing.
Like how many people?
60 to 80, somewhere in that. Like almost everybody who works there.
Was Louis Black there?
Uh-huh.
Oh, really?
Wow.
That was kind of the cool thing about it.
Samantha Bee and her husband, what's
Jason.
Jason.
And they were both there at the time. They were correspondents. They were cast members of the show. Larry Wilmore was there. He was just about to launch his show. Colbert was there.
Wow.
Not for very long, but he came by. Steve Carell came by.
Now, did you get to trade white elephant gifts with Steve Carell?
No.
Oh.
No. I got to chat with Stephen Colbert for a second.
Like, hi, Mr. Colbert.
Yeah, I said,
hi, Sonny.
Yeah, I said, hey, what? And he said, what's your name? I said, Dylan. He said, where are you from? Because he knew, you could tell I was an intern. I said, Utah. He said, oh, Mormons, something like that.
Yep.
Mormons.
And I said something like, how are things coming with the new show? And he said, oh, dude, it's crazy. And that was it.
Oh, dude. He called him dude.
I don't think he said dude. He said, oh, it's insane. But it was a weird, like, it was fun to hang out with my friends at work, but then on the other side, there's like all these like celebrities that are hanging out with you, and I didn't know how to act. It was really nerve-wracking. I was like, I don't want to drink, because then what if I did something embarrassing in front of Steve Carell?
I have a hard time believing you would do something embarrassing.
Right? Well, you're not around me very much. I embarrass myself all the time.
I've seen him wet his pants on several occasions when he's drunk.
Yeah,
it happens all the time.
Yep, all the time.
So no white elephant gifts.
No, there was no official.
No gift giving or.
No, there were no really official festivities at all.
Jon Stewart didn't play Santa or anything like that.
No. It was just
Jewish, Bill. Please.
Well, that doesn't. He could still play Santa.
Sure,
he would.
Yeah. He was there the whole night. I think he maybe did at one point like do a toast, let everybody in a toast. But that was
be
it.
Nice.
Yeah, that was all it was.
I know I'm Jewish, but I'm going to lead a toast. Oh wait, Jews can lead a toast.
It was a beautiful night.
You're never gonna have anything like that.
Snowing outside. It was all glass windows, and we're in the middle of Manhattan.
Oh man.
Yeah, I'm never gonna have a better Christmas party.
You won't.
Well, thanks for lording it over us.
I'll see you guys today at 50 West.
We'll go down there
for our raffle.
There will
buffet.
be all kinds of famous people there.
Yeah.
E-Rock will be there.
You know who's going to? I'll be there.
Who?
Bill
Allred will be there.
I don't know who
Kerry
that is.
Jackson will be there. Gina Barberi. Ms. Barberi has another engagement, or she'd be there. She has an engagement with a sick child.
Her kid has a thing.
She has to administer. She's ministering to the poor and the indigent later on.
Yeah. I'd be more likely to go if you guys weren't there, actually.
Oh,
Louis Black was there. Huh?
Yeah, Louis Black. I had met a lot of times. He hung around a lot.
Give me some work.
Yeah.
I need something to do.
would he be a shouter? Like, no.
He's very quiet.
He's very quiet.
It's very much an act, a character. He's way more laid back and
See, because
reserved.
Bill shouts more off the air than he does on the air. Believe it or not.
Oh, yeah. It's true. And I'm shaky. I'm very shaky.
I think Jim DeBacchus and Lewis Black are the same person. They remind me of each other.
Same energy.
Yeah, that same energy. We're going to get an announcement from DeBacchus.
Speaking of Jim DeBacchus, yeah, he's
10 o'clock today.
Making an announcement at 10 o'clock today. He said he needed a golden escalator to descend from.
Wow.
So I'm thinking his announcement will be he maybe is going to run for mayor of Salt Lake.
You mean he's going to be the next mayor of Salt Lake?
Well,
I could see Jim DeBacchus as the Ed Koch of Salt Lake.
Hey, Salt Lake, how am I doing?
I can just see
Ed Koch used to, as the mayor of New York, used to walk around Salt Lake and say, "How am I doing?"
I can see Jim DeBacchus doing that.
Wait, the mayor of New York used to walk around Salt Lake and say, "How are you doing?"
Used to walk around New York.
That makes more sense.
How am I doing? Yeah, and people would say, "Hey, Mr. Mayor, hey, how am I doing?"
So nobody got drunk and embarrassed. Sam B wasn't dancing on the bar. No.
Nope.
Not that you noticed anyway. Did you stay for the whole party?
I did not stay for the whole party.
Well, you
I
missed
did
the good
hear of
stuff.
some interns who later in the night did embarrass themselves.
It would have been the interns.
I believe one of them fell asleep in the bathroom. But
you should be watching Sam B's show on TBS.
Full Frontal.
Full Frontal?
Full Frontal.
Oh, yeah.
It's really funny, and she is just ruthless.
Yep. That a lot of two of the interns I worked with that now work on that.
And
show.
her and her husband, they do that show, The Detour.
Yeah, I don't care about that. I have no comment about
it's
Jason
very
Jones.
funny.
You have no comment about Jason Jones?
Nope.
You're not fond of Jason Jones?
Was he mean to you?
Mm-hmm.
He was mean to you?
I feel bad because Sam B was so nice to everybody. She was like the first person who was on air to talk to me, and she was so like several times.
Mm-hmm.
She was like, "How are you?" Like she was very, and then,
and then there was Jason Jones.
Oh, Sam could do better.
Yes.
Oh.
Tell me stories off the air.
Okay, we'll talk. We'll talk at the Christmas party.
Okay.
Was he always a jerk?
Yeah, kinda. Kinda.
All right. Well, let's do the promo and get out of here. Thank you.
He was no Rob Riggle, is what you're saying.
No, absolutely not.
He was no.
People get those two
they
mixed
look,
up
they
all
look
the time.
Similar.
All right.
Wednesday's Radio from Hell show is on location at Ken Garff Chevrolet in American Fork.
The address is 548 East, 1000 South at American Fork. Make a plan to see us in the morning.
Bring your extra hats and coats and blankets and gloves, new underwear or socks, and come and see us.
For Wednesday's Radio from Hell show on X96.
All right, good enough.
That Jason Jones, he's no Rob Riggle.
No.
And it's too bad because he plays the jerk really well. So that means that he's not acting, he's just behaving.
Like it could be just a misinterpretation.
Well, I don't know. Your son
sounds like he
seems
has
to have
firsthand knowledge.
Met him a few times too.
Yeah.
All right. I believe Dylan. All right, live long and prosper, bitches.
Don't you know who I am?
Well, you're no Rob Riggle, that's for sure.
Corey O'Brien is next.
Kicking off nothing but great tunes for 60 minutes. A 1 hour nonstop music wingding is on X96.